Well, happy Wednesday to you. Good morning, Mzansi. It's so beautiful to be able to spend the next couple of hours with you right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Of course, you know it is Expresso on S3. In case you knew around these parts, which I doubted, my name is Carissa Cupido, and we will have a fabulous time together as we get into official duties at the top of the hour, of course, and great chats throughout. Now, on this Wednesday, you know exactly what it's about. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling. It's all right. I'll forgive you because it is very early in the morning and we'll try again a little bit later. But here are the recipes that we're going to get into with our very own chef, Clem Pedro. Now, first of all, he's going to show us exactly how to make a shredded chicken and mushroom pot pie. Now, I know a pie. I don't know if I know a pot pie, but when it comes to mushrooms or when it comes to chicken, it is a fabulous combination. It just communicates so well within my mouth, all right? Here's the next recipe that we're going to get into. A pepper steak pie using leftover sirloin. Now, if you happen to have some steak left over in your fridge, I know what time of the month it is, but I know that you've got some good stuff going. We'll show you exactly how to reimagine it and remake it. And then, of course, we've got to end up with something sweet. Just have something lekker in our mouths. Apple and blueberry pie with vanilla whipped cream. It's going to be such a fabulous day as far as the food is concerned. So, of course, Chef Clem is going to come on through, and if you have a culinary conundrum, then you know exactly how to get in touch with us on our WhatsApp line. For now, though, let's head over to the social streets to have a conversation with you directly. We're saying good morning, Mzansi, once again. Listen, game, set, match. If you had courtside seats at Wimbledon, who would you be supporting and why is the question? And we asked you to let us know via voice note on 063-036-9649. I don't know about you, but I'm just there for the vibes. I'm there for the outfit, and I'm there to look good and be captured on camera, because we all know tennis is where the sports comes out and the fashion is on a new level. Hashtag Expresso Show is exactly how you get in touch with us, and that number again, 063-036-9649. But now, though, it's just gone 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines first. Now, we get started here where US President Donald Trump has informed President Cyril Ramaphosa that South African exports will face a 30% tariff, and that is from the 1st of August 2025 if no new trade deals is reached. Citing an $8.8 billion trade deficit, Trump said the tariff reflects the lack of reciprocity in the trade relationship. Now, South Africa is among several countries, including Japan and Malaysia, targeted by the measure. Trump said the tariff may be reconsidered if South Africa opens markets and removes trade barriers for U.S. goods. In other news in the country, the Citrus Growers Association of Southern Africa says unjustified trade barriers are preventing expansion into international markets, particularly from the European Union. CEO Dr. Boitsoko Tabalele says removing these restrictions is vital for industry growth, which aims to export 260 million cartons annually by 2032. Now, barriers related to certain pest controls are currently under dispute at the World Trade Organization. The Citrus Growers Association is working with government departments to improve access and reduce costs for producers, stressing the link between market access and job creation. Now, let's take a look at your international news making headlines, where the first malaria treatment specifically designed for babies under 4.5 kilograms has been approved by Swiss authorities and is expected to be rolled out in Africa within weeks. Until now, infants were treated using adjusted older children's doses, which posed overdose risks due to underdeveloped liver function. Malaria remains a major killer, with 597,000 deaths in 2023, most of them African children under 5. The new Novartis treatment, developed on a not-for-profit basis, addresses a long-standing treatment gap for the most vulnerable. Meanwhile, the United States has resumed arms deliveries to Ukraine, focusing on air defense amid intensifying Russian aerial attacks. Now, the move comes after a temporary pause in weapons supply reviews. While specific systems were not disclosed, Ukraine has persistently requested Patriot missile systems to defend major cities. Now, President Donald Trump confirmed renewed military support during a White House meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. Trump also held a phone call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to reaffirm the commitment to Ukraine's defense. And let's close up with this story. With soaring notes and golden hearts, the Stellenbosch University Choir has done it again, earning 3 gold medals at the 2025 Intercultural European Choir Games and Grand Prix of Nations in Aarhus, Denmark. Competing in adult choirs, jazz, pop show, and music sacra a cappella, they dazzle judges with scores above 95% in each category, flying the South African flag proudly as the continent's sole representatives. Now, from bunking together and sharing meals to thrilling audiences in the Musica Set concert hall, the choir lived up to its motto, a family of voices. Now, their joyful spirit under the baton of Andre van der Merwe left the world clapping and hearts warmed. Well, they definitely deserve a feel-good welcome on our part and also a round of applause. Congratulations for continuing to fly that flag so high. Well, that is where we leave your news. Let's delve into your sporting highlights. Well, let's get started with your rugby news, where Willie Leroux will become the 8th Springbok Centurion on Saturday as Rassie Erasmus names a rotated side to face Italy in Gqeberha. Salman Murat captains the team, while Asenati Ntlabakanye, Kobus Visser and Ethan Hooker are set to debut off the bench. Now, the squad includes 13 World Cup winners as South Africa look to sharpen up after last week's 42-24 win. We'll definitely all be glued to our screens this Saturday, but let's see what's happening in your cricket. Vian Mulder smashed an unbeaten 367, the highest ever by a South African, as the Proteas crushed Zimbabwe by an innings and 236 runs in Bulawayo to seal a 2-0 Test series sweep. Now, backed by a dominant 626 over 5 and ruthless bowling displays from Bosch, Musamani as well as Yusuf, South Africa wrapped up victory on day 3 after Zimbabwe folded for 170 and 220. Well, let's see if the good news continues in tennis, where Aryna Sabalenka pulled off a gutsy comeback to beat Laura Sigmund and book her spot in a 3rd Wimbledon semi-final. Now, Amanda Asimova joined after her surviving a dramatic tiebreak against Anastasia Palazvenskova. On the men's side, defending champion Carlos Alcaraz powered past Cameron Norrie, while Taylor Fritz edged Karen Kachekonov in 4 sets to reach the first semi-final. Let's touch base with your footy news. João Pedro scored twice on his first Chelsea start to fire the Blues into the Club World Cup final with a 2-0 win over Fluminense in New York. Now, the Brazilian striker struck in each half against his former club to book a showdown with either Real Madrid or PSG as Chelsea chase global silverware. Some exciting news happening in the sporting world, and I know we'll touch base in a few of those a little bit later, as well as in our Good Morning Post this morning. For now, though, let's get into your weather news. Well, let's have a look at what's happening in your weather, Mzansi. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds along the KwaZulu-Natal coast between Kosi Bay and Richards Bay, cautioning against navigation difficulties and disruptions at small harbors. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are forecast for the Karigbeek local municipality in the Northern Cape. Residents and authorities in affected areas are advised to take necessary precautions, as these weather conditions may lead to localized disruptions and an increased risk of runaway fires. Well, you take heed to all the warnings as we temper the mood by getting into your sunrise view of this hour. And sent through from Pretoria, we have Herman showing us exactly how it's done. Me personally, I've never seen Pretoria look this incredible. I mean, the pink hues of the sky, just reminding us that yes, on this Wednesday, we're going to have a great day indeed. It's downhill from the weekend. 20 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And please go ahead, Mzansi, and share your morning views with us on 063 036 9649. We'll delve into all of that at 7 and then once again at 8 o'clock. For now, though, let's get into your temperatures for this happy Wednesday. Mr. Clem Pedro. And yes, we'll never ever forget you, Clem.
Why would you forget me?
Yeah. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
Thank you very much. We're going to have a fantastic time today.
We are.
It is a Wednesday, so that means that we're going to get into cooking. I heard something about pot pies. I heard something about a cake or a tart or a bake or a...
It's everything pie today. It's the square root today, and that's the theme. So everything pies from sweet to savory, it's happening.
Okay. Is this because your faves is a pie?
I love a pie.
Okay. What is it? 9 points.
Isn't it 3.14?
Oh, there you go. Clearly somebody did maths and somebody did maths lit here. We won't say who. But listen, on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we got tons coming up. Of course, Clem is still here. And we're going to get into the Culinary Hotline and cook with him, quick fire questions with him. He is under pressure, under fire, not only in the kitchen. And we also have some performers that are coming through today. Die Vyftigers unite for a golden era of Afrikaans sound live. They are here. They're looking great. They're going to be sounding great in just a bit. So we'll find out more. Stick around.
Mm-hmm.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, of course, Expresso, right here on S3. Thank you for choosing us this morning, and you've come to a good place. Because I want to tell you about a group. Now, they've reached and each shaped Afrikaans music in their own right, okay? And now, 4 original voices are joining forces for something truly extraordinary. It's called Die Vyftigers, and it brings together Neil Sandilands, Skalk Joubert, Gian Groen, and Abel Kramsal, all turning 50, all sharing a deep love love for one language and one unforgettable celebration of Afrikaans music and culture. So let's take a look at how this once-in-a-lifetime collab came to be.
It's Megan. It's Meg.
Oh, die nachtwacht vat my terug na waar my blues verdwyn. Ek vat hom af. Okay, now watch this bass.
Oh my goodness, they deserve a feel-good welcome for that. Come on. Oh, that was nice, bluesy, beautiful. Neil, we've got Skalk, we've got Gian, we've got Abel. Thank you for being on our couch this morning. Okay, can I also get a cap now? Because the merch looks so fire.
Yeah, well, we had to. Die Vyftigers. You're going to have to get one of these.
But can I also be a backup singer?
But are you legit 50? That's the question.
Can you not tell? Is my skincare routine that good? Please tell me about the origins. You did. Tell me about the origins of what you guys have got going here, because Die Vyftigers were born in Grabo because of a birthday party.
It was my birthday.
Your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more. You got to tell me more.
We were fortunate enough to make the guest list.
Oh.
We were like A-list.
Oh, VIP.
VIP.
I like the sound of that. Was it your 50th?
Yeah, we had a little
Shindig.
boutique festival in Elgin, and they were all invited, and yeah, they jammed together.
Okay.
Abel-
We had to play to get entrance to the party.
yeah. To make the guest list.
Dopsysteem.
And then you come for free if you bring your instruments.
So they had to
Ding
walk
so
in with
bekijk.
all of these things.
yeah.
And here's the truth of it. Allemaal van ons is gebore in 1975. Ons is 75 babas. Each one is a published Afrikaans artist in some mean way or form. So it would have been silly if we didn't seize the opportunity. That coupled with the fact that we've got great numbers. It's 2025. 50, 50, 50, 200 years. The Afrikaanse taal is amptelik, certified, 100 jaar oud. So it's a beautiful kapstok. And just look at it, guys. On national telly. We feel like it's a great idea.
I feel like you deserve another round of applause for that. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Come on now.
And we fully by doing 12-talig. We can, no,
I was so with you until
we kan
you said
Afrikaans
that.
en Engels.
Oh, I'm bilingual. I got you. Nee, ik ook verstaan Afrikaans, please. I've just been practicing. I do understand it. My speak. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so tell us about the music that you guys put together, because to me that sounded bluesy. It's instrumental. Are they vocals? Tell me more about how it comes together.
Definitely vocally driven, but we all, it was like, you guys can just like, each one can play an instrument.
Okay, maybe we run through.
Forms of
I will spell,
expertise,
tell
like
us what-
high-level expertise, best in the, he's performed with international greats. This guy over here, if I may, wrote one of the songs that has been most covered by Afrikaans artists, Vier Seisoene Kind. Abel Kramsel has been on a hiatus, made a lot of money in corporate world, so he's hungry like a dog to come and do this thing. And he waited for the golden moment.
Wow.
And yeah, all singer-songwriters, and then we've got our kingpin over there on the bass guitar who just glues it all
That's
together.
what we heard just now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oof.
And Skalk certainly has been instrumental in forming so many singer-songwriters. He's done so many theatre productions and well awarded and documented. So we're very fortunate to have him on board as well. And as for the rest of it, you know, there's an Afrikaans...
You haven't spoken about yourself.
Well, daar's die woordjie lekker. Ek wil dit baie graag inbring, which like Afrikaans can lay claim to that because everyone in South Africa understands die woordjie lekker.
That's true.
That's our great contribution. And this is what this is.
Lekker.
This is lekker. It's a celebration of having made it all the way to 50, survived the rigors of, you know, survived South Africa.
Right.
Right.
Oh, well, I want to ask you, what's the best part about being 50?
I was asked this yesterday. What is good about it?
You tell me.
You say, when you get up. No, it's just, I think on an emotional level and a maturity level, I approach life with introspection. That's it. I think you've learned enough now to navigate the waters
Right.
safer.
But you're still young enough to keep on going.
Yeah.
Yes. I love to see it because every time I feel...
Sardonic and introspective.
Ooh.
Deep and meaningful, like Alan.
I love to see. Every time you reach a new decade, they kind of take it back. They say 30s is the new 20s, 40s is the new 30s, 50s is the new 40s. Does that resonate?
Yep, we can't wait. Like in 10 years from now, we'll do a revisit on this, and we'll call it the 60s.
You've got to.
Yeah,
You've
this
got
is
to
a
do
vessel
it.
that could take us all the way to the very end.
Oh, and I'm excited about that too. So what do you hope audiences take from this? Scott, maybe I can come to you because you're out there with the guitar, you're quite composed, but what do you hope when you get onto a stage that we are receiving from what you guys have got going?
I think whenever you put different elements together, it forms a system or a new unit that becomes something else. And I think that's what happened here is like everybody's got very different backgrounds and influences. And when you put it together, it's not quite what you can predict. It becomes something unique. And I think every performance will be unique. The way we approach it is we allow everybody to be their own personalities, and that's important.
Yeah.
If you want a unit of diverse people, everybody's got to be fully their own personality. Neil is very eager, and he's right in front. That's great. We need that.
You need the energy,
Yeah.
need the vibes, need the looks as well to be front man. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's not like I'm the Shakespearean jester. Like in a sort of self-negating way, we kind of keep it together. But let me tell you, with these vivid individuals, you got to sort of concentrate because it can go in any direction.
Yeah.
But I think, for me, what I'd like for people is to come to our show, and we're not changing the world or anything, but we're going to leave you feeling a little bit better when you walk out of there. It's really got a yummy element
wholesome.
to it.
The idea is to have people relate, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Resonate with everything that you're doing as well, wherever they are right now, sitting in their homes, sitting in their hotel rooms, and just enjoying and anticipating all of this. Daisy Jones Bar, Friday the 11th of July is when you can catch them, but you don't even have to wait till Friday, because today they're performing for us Expresso fam, and we can't wait to get into it. I hope you guys are excited, because we are so amped.
We
Yes?
definitely are. The first televised performance of Die Vyftigers.
Oh my goodness, an exclusive, do you hear that? We are getting it first right here, Expresso fam, because we love you that much. We love these guys even more, and you know who I really love? It's Mr. Clem Pedro. What's coming up, sir?
Now, coming up after the break, the Vyftigers are still with us as we celebrate Afrikaans music. And then Carissa's got a few questions for me before we kick off this week's Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. So make sure you don't go anywhere because, again, after the break, it's a Culinary Hotline Bling in your Mastercom base with the Vyftigers. Don't go anywhere.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, the kitchen is getting hot right now, and not because we're cooking. In fact, not yet. Let me turn this off. We are getting into conversation with Mr. Clem Pedro. So get ready for some fast-paced fun as we put Chef Clem in the hot seat, from foodie favorites in the kitchen to confessions that we love to hear. Let's get to know the man behind the meals. Clem, how are we feeling?
This is very, very formal and serious.
Yes.
It's even, we brought out the formal bowl. What's going?
My legs are crossed, my arms are folded. Here's the first question. Sweet or savory?
Sweet, savory, but after 10 p.m. sweet.
Okay, you're a midnight sweet snacker.
Confession, yes.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to eat?
The old me, I'm going to say favorite thing to eat, period. The old me, we used to say pecan pie, warmed up in the oven. Bonus points if you get the sugar crackling on the top.
Oh my goodness.
Vanilla bean ice cream, flaky salt. That's the old me.
You're blowing my mind right now. What's the new me
The
about?
new me is like a skinny hot chocolate, and it does work.
Does it still hit the cravings the same?
If you close your eyes real tight,
It tastes the same.
the rewards are worth the swap.
The
There we go.
sacrifice. I'm here for it. Okay, so let's get into what is your ultimate comfort food?
Okay, well, I did go on to the pecan pie. I don't know what it is about this sweet treat that I love. So I love pecan pie. I love all the pies. Hence today's theme
You
of the show.
love pie.
But I've got this thing about comfort food, and samp and beans with tripe and trotters is where I'm at. Give me that dish with a pillow, please.
to
Happy
get
man.
samp and beans and tripe and trotters.
Yes, pillow on the side.
And then the pillow on the,
Just
okay.
give it to me. Yes.
Starter, main, dessert. Sounds fantastic to me. See, I'd asked for your go-to midnight snack, but now it's already been revealed. But do you ever touch the savory? You like a chip?
Please, I've got an air fryer. The things I can create in the air fryer after 10 p.m. It's amazing. I love a savory snack. So what's in the air fryer? You think it's like, huh? Actually, it's cool.
No, I
That was
refuse.
the
That's
old me.
blasphemy. So
That was
what's in an air fryer?
Look, if it's midnight, are you gonna start like boiling a whole pot of like oil? But
No, I'm not going to eat a samosa then.
Do you not crave samosas after like 10 p.m. at night? Is it just me?
If it's
Is it-
not made by an auntie down the road, then I don't want it.
Call me auntie. But that was the old me. That was the old me.
We're now on the skinny hot chocolate. Okay,
we
I
go.
get you. One ingredient you can't live without.
I think the one ingredient that people need more of is salt. It just brings out so much more flavor of everything. And I like the notion of salt, like be the salt of the earth.
I love
Bring
that.
the best out of other people. And salt does that with the food. So I love salt.
I
Salt.
gotta ask you though, because just like you get a coffee connoisseur, you also get a salt connoisseur, whatever they're called. What's the deal with salt? Are we doing flaky? Are we doing Celtic? Are we doing, the boy running on the bottle?
Oh, that
That
after
boy,
the bird.
he's still going for it.
Look,
yeah.
if you have to use that one with the bird, the boy chasing, cool. But I love me some flake salt, some fleur de sal. I like some black Hawaiian salt. I like me some pink Himalayan salt.
My goodness.
I like flavored salt. I like salt.
I think Salt Bay. This is what we're calling you from now on. Okay, let's get to the controversial side, because we've seen cute Clem, we've seen sweet Clem, boring. We've seen it, we love him. We love him, we love him. But let's get into spicy Clem. Least favorite food trend right now.
Don't come for me, this Dubai chocolate thing.
No, Clem.
You know what
come
happens,
on.
right? Everything's good until it's not, and it's been overdone. And I feel like they've just taken this thing and just ran with it. Like it's Dubai chocolate, everything. Pistachio's asking for a break.
No.
Pistachio's saying, "Give me a chance just to catch my breath."
me
But
a
no,
chance.
you want to do a Dubai chocolate milkshake, donut, croissant. Poor pistachio.
Yes.
Kunafe is tired. So the Dubai chocolate thing, I think, can take a break. And we
Okay.
can introduce something else now.
Here's a question that's not on my tablet, but I will be asking you. In terms of forecasting, what do you foresee the future trend to be when it comes to food?
We've seen South Africa on a world stage like we've never seen it before. I mean, we're holding so many world titles.
We really are.
We are just showing off at this stage. The next thing, and already it's starting to happen, South African food is going to be put on the stage like you have no idea. Time Out International awarded Cape Town
Yeah.
the international food destination of the world.
Okay.
So South African food is flying high. The biggest trend is going to be South African food on the global stage.
Oh my gosh. Tripe
Put my
and
name on it.
trotters.
Put my name on it. It's going to be done.
Pins and Poikies. Trademarked by
In the White House.
Mr. Pedro.
Not the White House, skip the White House, somewhere else. Pins and Poikies on its way.
I
Yes.
can't wait to see this. Okay, knife, Spatula, what is your go-to ride or die tool that you use in the kitchen?
I like that you said knife. It doesn't have to be an expensive knife, but a good quality knife. And you can level up your knives as you level up in skills.
Right.
Get yourself a good knife. And if you've never had a proper chef knife, and again, not an expensive one, when you start working with it, you're going to be like, wow, where have you been all my life?
I will tell you, so I was trying to get into the kitchen more. For Christmas, I then asked for a knife. It's kind of like with gymming. You ask for nice clothes to motivate you to get there.
Yes.
Ask me how many times I was in the kitchen this year. Oh,
With your new knife.
my new knife.
Tell the people it must be positive.
I'm gonna go for 7 times. I know, life got real busy. That knife is looking at me like, and then my man
it's
is
still
looking
very
at me
sharp.
like, and
It's
then
very sharp still. But you know, that means it's ready for you when you get home.
it's ready. And I can't wait to upskill. Okay, what is your favorite and go-to signature dish?
That's very difficult to have like a signature dish.
Yeah.
I would say it's more Sunday lunch. The whole Sunday lunch vibe.
7 colors?
That's my thing, 7 colors. And I don't start on Saturday. I start early. Sundays for the lovers, so the radio's on. And I'm in the kitchen early and I'm cooking. Sunday lunch is a vibe.
Wow, I love it. I can't wait to be invited. I know Megan and Clem are going to have me over very soon. For now, though, let's get into our kitchen.
Let's go.
Okay. Yay.
we're just
What are we
walking.
making? We're going to...
Let's go. Follow us
Is it
to the
fair
kitchen.
here? I'll move around
All right,
it.
so like I said, it's pies, okay? Let's do a swap. So we got pies today, and we're starting off with a recipe that's not mine. It's from someone who we met last week in the kitchen. It's Tiffany.
Nice.
She feels like the way that the competition went.
She's trying to redeem herself after
Questionable.
that cheesecake. No, it was
So
delicious.
it was
It
so
really
good.
was.
So she asked me to put this recipe together. It's her recipe, but I love it because it uses a lot of leftovers.
Okay.
And things in your fridge that you can just bang into this dish and it works. So
You
it
always
starts-
have leftover chicken.
And I love the idea of like buying rotisserie chicken purely for leftovers.
Yes, agreed.
It saves so much time and it does save money. Okay, so into the pan we've got some onions and we're using purple onions.
Is there a
Whatever
reason?
you've got.
Okay.
Even if you've got some spring onions, because the spring onions are great in the fact you don't have to cook them all the way down. So it's a quicker cooking time.
Got
which
you.
is again, convenience with the chicken.
This is going to take real quick because everything is basically cooked.
You
besides
never say
the
that
pastry.
before. You never say that. Watch it.
didn't
Watch
know.
what's going to happen. The gas is going to run out. The fridge is going to walk out. Just joking. Okay.
Stop.
It is a simple recipe.
is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, onions going. What you want to do always, we're going to start doing this in Expresso. We're going to start cooking our onions before
Yeah,
the
because now
time.
we got to wait for her. But
Because-
quick question, I see, is the way you cut an onion important? Like dice, sliced,
Yes.
et cetera, et cetera.
It absolutely is. And what I'm going to do is I want to give you a proper demonstration. So for the second part of the Culinary Hotline, I'm actually going to bring an onion and show you how I slice onions for different jobs.
Oh, perfect.
It does make a difference.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our onions cooking. And you want the onions to almost cook at a medium-low heat. You don't want them to brown so much as you want them to soften and caramelize. So very important is salt goes in, imaginary salt. And I want you to also use your imagination. Whenever you put onions in a pan, this is a rule. You always add bay leaves, okay? So imaginary bay leaves,
Oh,
boom, going in.
Got
And
you.
it's not just about the flavor, because we know bay leaves don't really give a lot of flavor.
Right.
It's about something molecular that happens in the way that things break down when bay leaves are in a dish.
Oh.
It does add an overall roundness in the back of the dish for flavor-wise, but especially
A
with onions,
roundness.
bay leaves always going to onions going to a pot as soon as onions are in.
Right. I have bay leaves at home and I just chuck them. I don't, nobody told me. I'm like, do eggs need bay? I don't know.
Chuck
they
it,
just gonna
chuck
go
it with
in.
rice, with stews, with soups, with curries, with
Yeah.
onions. Chuck it, put it in
Okay.
there, bay leaves in. Okay, so salt, bay leaves in, imagine salt and bay leaves. Now we're gonna go in with a little bit of garlic.
Nice.
So we're grating garlic. We don't wanna be chopping garlic this year. It's just so much easier just to grate the garlic
How
in.
about the pre-made garlic that you get in the containers?
I don't hate
Okay.
on the pre-chopped garlic as long as it's 100% garlic. Sometimes they be putting other stuff in there.
I never really read the ingredients.
You know what?
Yeah.
I get you. I feel it because you'd expect it just to be garlic.
Just to be garlic, exactly.
And then there's like turnips in there and like a
Wait,
vinegar
wait,
and there's like a
wait.
chemical E35 to have a 0.22. I don't know. Okay, garlic's in.
Garlic is
So
in.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little bit of a roux. So we're gonna go, we got stock ready. Okay, we're gonna go
do.
flour.
That a mix for you.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the flouriness out of the flour. I know that sounds silly, but there's powderiness, obviously because it's a powder at the moment. We wanna cook that texture out. The
Okay.
only way we do that is by continuously cooking it.
So this
and it
doesn't have to
absorbs
go
the-
through a sieve because we're not baking. You can
No,
just
no, no,
chuck
no,
some flour in. All-purpose flour?
All-purpose flour, to be honest with you, if you've got self-raising flour at home, it's the only flour you have, put it in. Put it in. It's not like your sauce is gonna rise. I don't know.
It's going to rise to the top as being the #1 sauce.
There we go. I love it. I thought you were about to rap. Okay, can I get the chicken stock from you? You can actually
I'll save
pour.
that for
So
later,
you want to
okay.
do, as you're pouring,
Yeah.
you're
Can
going to
I
want to
just go?
stir. Yeah.
All of it? How many stuff?
Slowly. And you want to do it
Oh,
slowly.
it
to
smells
give,
amazing in here.
and I don't actually, that's literally just because of onions, garlic, and then chicken
No,
stock.
I'm not a very good pourer.
But no, you are. Also, the thing about starting a dish off with onions, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're cooking your onions right and you're getting the onions to the point where they're nice and sweet, you know whatever's about to happen next. So people in your house will know it's going to be an amazing dish.
Yeah, waking up to the smell of onions or being in the house is just incredible. So I thought that roux was flour, cheese, and milk.
It's flour, a fat, could be butter, could be oil.
Yes, you're right.
That's your roux.
And
then
milk.
and then once you start adding your milk or stock, you'd make a white sauce, which is a bechamel. We're just doing a different version of this. We're making a thickened
A
gravy.
stock base.
There we go.
Oh, it's kind of
Absolutely.
like a gravy.
No, it's stock based. You're right, absolutely.
Okay.
There we go. Mixing that up, nice and thick. We're
Yep.
gonna go in with our cream, because we want it nice and creamy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go in with some thyme.
I love thyme. I think it's my favorite herb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel, again, I kind of want to say thyme's one of my least favorite.
No,
because
you're
people
breaking my
overuse
heart.
it. Thyme, like,
There's
is
no
a,
such thing. There's no such thing. Again, when it comes to eggs, it's got some thyme. When it comes to mushrooms,
got some
mushrooms
thyme.
are fantastic with thyme.
But okay, so what else? So like, I absolutely,
Steak,
okay.
chicken.
There we go. No, I feel, I'm trying to think what else my foodie red flags are. So I'm not a big thyme fan. You know what, my other foodie red flag, I think I've spoken about this before.
You have.
Tomato sauce.
Yeah.
But guys, the pink tomato sauce,
the
bring it
best,
back.
yeah.
I know it's unhealthy.
I
but
love it. It has to stay in your fingers.
it
Like,
must
come
take the
on.
fingers in your mouth. If we go on a road trip, it's not a road trip unless I've had pink tomato sauce somewhere.
Sauce. And don't
Cameraman-
give me the expensive thick stuff.
No,
That's
I keep
real
it.
tomato, 36. I don't care. Give me that.
It
cheap-
must look like water in the bottle when you shake it. I want that one. Cameraman
I'm
Pete
here
is
for you.
disappointed. He's like shaking his head at me.
Can I tell you something that I saw online yesterday that
Yes.
I've been wanting to get your opinion on? A cook sister
Uh-huh.
cut in half
Okay.
with cheese in it.
I saw it and people said, don't knock it until you've tried
Don't knock it till you try it.
I don't know. I don't look in my brain. The flavors actually should make sense because it's
Yeah.
almost like a hot cross bun vibes with a little bit of coconut and
It's
the
a
cheese.
fat cook, but with coconut on it.
But my question is, how far are we willing to go?
That far, all the way.
All the way.
All the way.
Do you want us to try this
Come
trend
on.
on the show and
Come
give you like
on.
actual feedback, real time?
Please.
I bet you it's gonna taste amazing.
Amazing. And
It's
then you're
gonna
going to eat
taste
your
so-
words.
Oh,
Okay, so
South
what's
Africa.
happening here?
We'll try it. Okay, so the rotisserie chicken goes in. What I was supposed to say is if you with the mushrooms, you want to add some mushrooms and peas. It's a good time to just like empty your fridge, put everything in there. Fry the mushrooms off first. If you're gonna add it like this, it's still gonna cook, but it's gonna give you a different texture. If you want more of a savory mushroom flavor, fry your mushrooms off first.
Okay.
And mix it through. It actually doesn't need a lot of time. Once you add the mushrooms now, you can turn it off. That's basically your filling.
Okay.
It's gonna do the rest of the cooking.
In the oven,
In the
right?
oven.
What consistency are we looking for here?
This
What
is
are we
good.
Okay.
This is good. You can make it a little thinner if you want. You can obviously tell it's going to go to the oven and reduce slightly.
Right.
So if you like a nice thick texture, you're good. You're winning with this. If you want it a little thinner, just add more stock. But we are winning at life. Okay,
That
so
looks fantastic, Clem.
we got time. Look at
I don't know why I'm
actually
acting surprised when you're a whole chef. That looks really good, though.
Okay, you see, and I clean after myself.
You
Okay.
do.
Yeah, my wife Megan is home like going, since when? Since when? Since
Let me
when?
help you. I've been watching you take it away.
Wait, bring it back, bring back.
What?
I need this. Okay, here we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna give you some spoons. Can you grab some spoons there on the side?
I
from
can
one of your
grab some
ladles,
spoons
the
for you.
silicone spoons. So we got our filling. I'm gonna ask you to start scooping into our bases. And you got 1 minute.
Wait, so we're not putting the thing at the bottom?
No, we're just gonna do a little cap. We're gonna do a pot pie, so we're gonna have a little lid.
Oh, cute. Okay, for the low-carb girlies and guys, I think that this counts.
I mean, the thing is, I love a pot pie because you can make the filling. You could make this filling like way ahead of time. like this
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
you're right.
And then you've got your puff pastry in the freezer, which
How much am I
thaws out.
supposed to put in? Is that too much?
That's cool. That's
Okay.
perfect. Talk to the people. I'm coming right now.
Okay, people, I'm talking to you. We're going in with the mushroom and the chicken.
I'm
I love
back.
that it's not too watery, though, because I can lift it and put it in. And also, it's going to make a better bite.
You know, there we go. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little sheet of puff pastry.
All right.
Cut it into a square, drape it over, ask Carissa to Baste it with some egg wash.
Oh.
It goes into the oven, and when you come back, you're going to check out what it looks like, because it's going to look really good.
Oh.
Where did they get the recipe?
ExpressoShow.com or on your Instagram, because I assume you've made this multiple times. Do you put like those little crosses and stuff
Absolutely.
in it?
Do your little signature.
Oh my
Do your
gosh.
signature.
Okay,
What's
my
your move?
signature is a C.
Boom.
I tried. Listen, we're going to get into what this looks like in just a little bit, Expresso fam. Like we said, ExpressoShow.com is where you find it. For now, though, all eyes on the grass at Wimbledon. That is what is going down. We can't wait to be talking about the tennis match that had everybody yapping away and the top 10 celebrities spotted at Wimbledon in particular. Now, I told you I'm there for the fashion. I'm there for the celebrities. So we'll see sports and also what they look like in just a bit. Actually, it's a double C.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, we're talking about sports now, baby, because Wimbledon delivered heart-stopping drama as Amanda Anisimova battled through a tense tiebreak. Carlos Alcaraz crushed his way into the semis, and Taylor Fritz overcame a fierce comeback from Karen Khachanov and Anastasia. I'm going to get the surname for you in just a little bit because we've got a great guy with us to help me through it. Hold my hand. Pavlo Chikhanova staged a stunning fight back before falling just short. Luke Potter is here, and he's going to join us to chat about the quarterfinal action. Luke, you got to help me here. I'm going to go for it again. Anastasia, Pav.
You first.
Wait a minute. No, I need to hand this over to you because we have to talk about Fritz. Let's start over there.
Sure.
I think first and foremost, welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here again. Looked in total control earlier on in the game, right? And then the game completely dipped before he clawed back. So I'm really curious if you were impressed with the way that he closed it out.
Yeah, look, Taylor Fritz and him and Ben Shelton are the American great hopes, right? You know, America hasn't won a major in the last 20 years.
Sure.
Pete Sampras won it, and I mean, that was in 2000, I think he won his last one, where he won 8 on the trot. Since then, nothing. So these guys are very reminiscent of a young Andy Murray.
Wow.
it's not only the hopes of themselves, it's actually the hopes of the entire nation behind them, wanting them to succeed.
Sure, it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. So Taylor Fritz is quite a funny one. He's got an amazing game. He's got all the attributes to win on grass. He's got a massive serve. He's got beautiful ground strokes. And then, of course, he's got a really good volley, like Pete Sampras. In his last 2 outings in Wimbledon, he's got to the semi-finals, lost both of them in a 5-setter. Very tense. So the pressure must be huge. So he flew through the match in the first few sets, then hit a wobble. Little known, Corin actually is 2-love up on him. So to beat him there in that sort of stage and in that environment with that pressure, kudos to him. It's an exceptional thing. So we would like to see him go on a little bit further. And who knows? He has the attributes to win, so why not?
Would you put your money on him?
No. No, I would not.
After all those compliments, it's all right. We understand. We get it. How about Sabalenka, who faced some serious pressure, speaking about pressure in the match? How did she manage to kind of stay composed through it all?
Same story, right? A little bit of a different case scenario there. Of course, she hasn't been further than this point in the tournament as well. Look, she's world #1, also has a phenomenal game for grass, hits the ball exceptionally low, or hard at least. But the one shot that caught her in that match was a drop shot. And it actually exposed that part of her game. And I think it was a really great, courageous effort on her side to come back and mentally reset. I think sometimes what happens is she gets down on herself and she wobbles. And then, listen, anything can happen. But she played really well, and you know, I would actually put my money on her.
Oh, you would?
Yeah,
Okay, if you do it, I do it. How about that? I mean, she looks absolutely fantastic as well. Alcaraz, of course, barely broke a sweat out there. So let's talk a bit about this. How ruthless was that performance? And I mean, is anyone capable of stopping him right now? Is he just go, go, go?
You know, it's quite a funny case scenario. Everybody compares him, of course, to Rafa. Rafa, more known for his clay court game than his grass game. Carlos is just an anomaly, right? He can play on any surface. He's coming off, I think it's 22-0 winning streak at the moment. I think he's 9-0 on grass. He's just insane. He is so physical that he can dominate basically anybody on any surface. There's always talks of, is his body going to be able to hold it? How long is it going to go? The guy's a young guy. I mean, he's 23.
He's got some time.
He's won, I mean, how many majors already?
Right.
People are like thinking, geez, I want to win 1 in my entire life. He's already going for 3. I mean, he's won back-to-back. He's the current champion.
Right.
He is the guy to beat. But of course, no one's talking. Djokovic is on the other side. Sinner has got a few niggles.
Right.
Your question, do I think anybody can beat him? I think he's really just so dominant at this stage. It would take a really good match, and something would have to happen really badly to him.
Supernaturally.
Supernaturally, maybe, for anybody to even stand a chance at this stage. He's just so powerful.
Well, having said all that, I'll put my money on him. How about that? I think that's a guaranteed return. How about Anisimova, who also looked home dry and then clearly lost it all a little bit later? Were you impressed? How did you find that?
Well, you know, Amanda, she, I don't know how many people know this, but as a 17-year-old, she actually got to the semi-finals of the French Open.
Wow.
So she's been around a while. She's not newbie. Her father passed away tragically, and then she had a really big dip. She actually left tennis all completely. She never came back. And now she started to trickle back into the game. She's done exceptionally well. I think mentally for her over here, I mean, this was a crazy match. She had match points. I think she had 5 match points. She lost all of them. She then came back. She had set points against her, crazy stuff.
The relief on her face alone looks crazy.
Of course, and I mean, for her to be so deep in the tournament now at this stage in her career, I think, you know, it must be such a relief. She must be super happy, and I think she must just be enjoying it. I mean, being out there at Wimbledon must be just such a vibe with all those people shouting behind you. So we obviously wish her the best of luck. but she's got a few hurdles in her way.
Right. She's still got to show up regardless.
Got to show up regardless.
Oh, well, Luke, this has been great. Thank you so much. I love how we didn't even touch on that name, but I'll keep on practicing.
Look, I'm scared.
I'm also scared.
It's almost like that cross that you drew on that. We're gonna stay away from it.
It tastes better than what it looks like. That's all you need to know. All
Fair
right?
enough. Fair enough.
Luke Potter, thank you so much for being here. And that's an update on all things to do with Wimbledon. In a bit, we'll talk about fashion. I'll try to rope Clem in to have chats with him about how the girlies and guys looked. For now, though, let's see what he's got to say on the social streets.
We're going back to our good morning question because I really do want to know, if you had courtside tickets at the Wimbledon, who would you be supporting and why? Carissa's come in her Wimbledon greens. What do you think about the quarterfinals? It's always going to be riveting, isn't it?
It's going to be fantastic. And now that I know where to put my money,
Where are you putting it?
Alcaraz
Oh,
or Alcaraz is where it's going. So it's a guaranteed win. And then
Yeah.
I'm also going to look good in my outfit too. So
There we go, Wimbledon ready.
yeah. Who would you take? Who are you standing behind, Clem?
I've watched Alcaraz since he's kind of like started making big waves in the game. So very exciting to see him, how he's going to evolve for the quarterfinals now. But again, we want to know from you, our viewers at home. So please send the your voice notes through to us at 063-036-9649.
All right, well, Mark Gavin got in touch. Hello, family, basically saying, good morning, Expresso show. Sabalenka is brilliant. What a wonderful game to watch yesterday. No one excites me as much in tennis as she does. She demonstrates an absurd strength in the game. Her psychology that sometimes seems fragile was a fortress. I love that. I also love how you can kind of pick up the emotional journey on their faces as well as they're going. So congratulations to her, and we definitely, Mark, join you on that sentiment. Let's see what Vincent has to say.
Vincent says, good morning, Expresso team. Coco Goff is going
Yes.
to take it. I like to watch her play. She's young and talented.
She
and
sure is.
The passion that is on court this year in the quarterfinals.
Unreal.
It is hair-raising. It is amazing.
Oh, let's see what else we got going, Expresso fam. Okay, nothing else, just saying. There's my girl, Shari Williams. Carlos Alcaraz is where we're taking this.
Yes, the passion on court again.
Come on.
Do you have like a tennis like strike? Is it-
I was going to ask if you have a tennis sound. My
oh, yeah,
strike is like
sure, no, it is the sound.
Oh.
What,
Oh. Ooh,
That's the one.
that was powerful.
that's Alcaraz.
Yeah.
Do you
I felt that. I was like, oh, my goosebumps are back. Oh, you're back. Sorry for throwing it back up. Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit more. Top 10 celebrities spotted at Wimbledon is still coming up. Let's leave the sports to the professionals and leave the cooking to you because, yes, of course, Clem is back in the kitchen. And then speaking about food, Ladles of Love rallies South Africa for Mandela Day. It goes down on the 18th of this month. So get excited and I'll keep on practicing. How about a ooh-ah?
How about a group, the count of three, everybody makes their tennis out. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, we'll see you.
We need samples from living dinosaurs.
That's kind of our specialty.
Let's go!
Jurassic World. Win the ultimate adventure for two to Thailand with Wolo Travel worth 100,000 Rand. Experience adrenaline-filled thrills, cinematic landscapes, and vibrant street life. Enter now at Expresso's social pages. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show. The rumors are true. We are back and better, baby, because Wimbledon isn't just about tennis. It has also become a premier fashion stage with the celebrities turning the stands into an absolute runway, from classic to bold fashion pieces. So let's take a look at the top 10 celebrity looks that stole the spotlight. And listen, I couldn't get Clem. He said, nut, let me stick to the kitchen. So I brought my girl Zoe.
Hello, I'm so ready.
Are you ready?
Yes, I was
Okay.
looking at the Wimbledon fashion. Me, I don't really know tennis, but talk to me about clothes.
And
Let's go.
we're locked
I'm locked in.
All right, let's see. Bella McLean looking good. What did
Keeping
she
it clean.
give us today? All right, this was her looking clean.
Oh my goodness, I'm loving it.
love this. This is
I'm
something I would
loving
wear,
it.
actually.
I know, I would actually see you.
Yeah.
You've got the belt on already.
belt with
I
the
see it.
loafers.
The nude. I love the dark brown loafers. They are adorable.
Right. Also, I think that when it comes to tennis fashion, you still have to give kind of like first lady. You still have to look like royalty. You've got to look classy, but then throw the fashion in
Even
there.
the hair, it's got this beautiful like
90s
flair. It's, yeah, like
blowout.
80s even. I'm
80s.
enjoying it a lot.
Okay, well done, Bella. We love to see it.
Stunning.
How about your fave from tennis to soccer, David Beckham?
Sir David Beckham.
Sir David.
Sir David.
Put some respect on his name.
Please. He's got a six-pack and a knighting by the king. Nah, he's keeping good. I think he's always kept it good in terms of like English royalty, if you want to call it that. I think he's always been one of those people really contributing to fashion. And guys, he's going to keep it clean until he's in his late 80s.
And I love to
promise
see
you.
it. You know, the beard's looking great, the hair's looking groomed, and the double-breasted jacket in this color. I think it's speaking to like the chocolates and the tan colors that are very big this season.
Oh, 100%. I love to see
Sir.
sporting stars in different sports.
Okay, David Beckham to Laura Whitmore. Very nice. She could have pushed it a little bit though.
I'm not loving it.
Okay.
That's a lovely Sunday outfit if you're going to church. But I mean, Wimbledon, you've got to bring it a little bit.
The Lord
a
can
little
see
bit
you in
more.
that, but I feel like Alcatraz deserves more.
No, 100%.
The color's good though.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the belt. The belt isn't working for me with this particular pants. It's cinching just not in the way I would like to see it. But
well, I'm hoping Olivia Rodrigo did a little bit better.
And she did.
Oh.
And she did.
Oh, this is my favorite look so far.
No, she is looking preppy but modern. It's made for her birthday. And if you look in the corner there, that's my favorite accessory, her boyfriend. The two of them together, if you have an outfit, a photo of them both, they have the most beautiful little combo outfit. They were the couple to look at Wimbledon.
It's kind of giving like picnic chic. In case you want to whip out a baguette, it's the perfect collaboration.
Yeah, whip out your baguette. She'll be there.
You can say that to her boyfriend. Inappropriate. Okay. Priyanka Chopra, of course, Jones, with her man, Mr. Jones, too.
Mr. Jones.
Sorry,
Jonas.
maybe also put Jonas.
Me and Mr. Jones.
Nick Jonas from the Jonas Brothers and the beautiful Priyanka.
He's giving boating chic. I don't know if I'm a fan of how he's done his tie, but in terms of...
It's thick, eh?
It's a thick knot.
Thick.
Is that a Windsor, sir?
Thick
No,
with
I'm
double
not too
Cs.
sure. No, but I think in terms of the blazer, it's beautifully tailored.
Yeah.
And I think the double button look, yes. People are
She
going
looks
for
stunning.
it.
I think if I were to attend a match, this is the vibe.
That's what I can
Must come in
see
white.
it. I'm seeing it
White
for you.
is clean. White is good.
It's giving tennis.
Yes, it is giving tennis. It's giving I'm about to win Wimbledon. Lily Collins, our British fave.
Oh, my fave. And her dad is also my fave. It's very floral. It's very Love Rosie of her. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
The colour's really great.
Actually,
No,
she
you
had
saw
me
the
at the top.
shoes?
Guys, it doesn't matter what
saw
your
the
outfit is.
shoes.
If your shoes are not giving, it's not a win. The shoes will make or break an outfit, and I fear it is broken. It broke.
You're breaking my heart, Zoe.
Like, I don't know. I'd wear those playing tennis. I'd be comfortable enough. They
but
look
not
supportive.
giving fashion from the court side.
No, I think I'm just a hater for a pump. You'll never see me in a pump.
One day, I will convince Zoe to wear a pump, whether it's going to be in a stocking, in a sock, because you can make it like real trendy and cool nowadays, you know? But
what would you
No. Zoe Human, we appreciate you.
No, thank you for talking tennis with me.
Tennis or fashion?
This is as Tennessee as I'll go.
I love to see it. That's stunning, Zoe. Okay, we wrap it up there. Let's get into your news headlines. Well, let's get into those national news headlines. As the 2025 individual filing season begins, SARS Commissioner Edward Kisvetter is encouraging taxpayers to use digital platforms to manage tax affairs. Now, auto assessments are being issued from the 7th to the 20th of July for simpler returns, with refunds under R100 paid within 72 hours. Now, non-provisional taxpayers can file from the 21st of July to the 20th of October, while provisional taxpayers have until the 19th of January 2026. Now, SARS has warned of tax-related scams and urges taxpayers to keep information confidential and book appointments to avoid unnecessary branch visits. In other news in the country, U.S. President Donald Trump has informed President Cyril Ramaphosa that South African exports will face a 30% tariff from the 1st of August 2025 if no new trade deal is reached. Citing an $8.8 billion trade deficit, Trump said the tariff reflects the lack of reciprocity in the trade relationship. Now, South Africa is among several countries, including Japan and Malaysia, targeted by the measure. Trump said the tariff may be reconsidered if South Africa opens markets and removes trade barriers for U.S. goods. Now, internationally speaking, international legal experts have condemned Israel's reported plan to relocate all Palestinians in Gaza to a large camp near Rafah as possible crime against humanity. The plan, ordered by Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, includes a security-controlled entry point, a surrounding fence, and patrols to prevent movement. Initially designed to house 600,000 people, it is intended to accommodate up to 2 million. Now, human rights organizations have raised alarm over forced displacement and potential violations of international humanitarian law. Meanwhile, the first malaria treated specifically designed for babies under 4.5 kilograms has been approved by Swiss authorities and is expected to be rolled out in Africa within weeks. Until now, infants were treated using adjusted older children's doses, which pose overdose risks due to underdevelopment liver function. Malaria remains a major killer, with 597,000 more deaths in 2023, most of them African children under 5. Now, the new Novartis treatment, developed on a not-for-profit basis, addresses a long-standing treatment gap for the most vulnerable. And closing off your 7 o'clock news by bringing it back home, where South Africa's senior street dance team lit up the 2025 Dance World Cup in Burgos, Spain, capturing gold in the fiercely contested street dance category with an impressive 95.7% score, earning cheers and national pride as the, quote, Olympics of dance continues through Saturday. Their dynamic routine, fusing pantsula, amapiano, hip-hop, and unmistakable South African spirit, won hearts and top podium spot among over 50 nations. Now, the joyful victory sparked viral TikTok clips and heartfelt comments like, quote, they dance with power and also with pride. That is what it means to be South African. With performances still to come, one thing is certain: South African dance is making waves, and they absolutely killed it. I watched it on repeat all over my social media. Congratulations once again to the girls and guys. Well, that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into your sporting highlights. Well, in your rugby news, Willie Leroux will become the 8th Springbok Centurion on Saturday as Rassie Erasmus names a rotated side to face Italy in Gqeberha. Now, Salman Murat captains the team, while Asinati Ntlabakaye, Kobus Visser and Ethan Hooker are set to debut off the bench. Now, the squad includes 13 World Cup winners as South Africa look to sharpen up after last weekend's 42-24 win. Now, the good news continues in your cricketing world, where Vian Mulder smashed an unbeaten 367, the highest ever by a South African, as the Proteas crushed Zimbabwe by an innings and 236 runs in Bulawayo to seal a 2-0 Test series sweep. Backed by a dominant 626 over 5 and ruthless bowling displays from Bosch, Mutusami as well as Yusuf, South Africa wrapped up a victory on day 3 after Zimbabwe folded for 170 and 220. We spoke about tennis before. Let's bring it up again, where Sabalenka pulled off a gutsy comeback to beat Laura Siegemund and book her spot in a third Wimbledon semi-final. Now, Amanda Anisimova joined after surviving a dramatic tiebreak against Anastasia. On the men's side, defending champion Carlos Alcaraz powered past Cameron Norrie, while Taylor Fritz edged Karen Khachanov in 4 sets to reach his semi-final. Now let's end up with some football news, where João Pedro scored twice on his first Chelsea start to fire the Blues into the Club World Cup final with a 2-0 win over Fluminense in New York. Now the Brazilian striker struck in each half against his former club to book a showdown with either Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain as Chelsea chase global silverware. We'll definitely keep our eyes on that and keep you updated, Expresso fam, with all the latest details. For now, though, let's see what's happening on your roads. Well, in your traffic news, Benoni in Gauteng has an accident that has occurred on the N12 westbound at ramp in Patfontein Road. Now, 2 left lanes are closed, resulting in slow-moving traffic. Now, let's head over to the mother city, where minor delays are being experienced, and that is as a result of congestion along the M5 North at ramp towards the N2 inbound. So please maintain a safe following distance and, of course, remain cautious while driving. Well, that is where we leave your roads this morning. Let's check out your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds along the KwaZulu-Natal coast, and that's between Kosi Bay and Richards Bay, cautioning against navigation difficulties and disruptions at small harbors. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are forecast for the Karibia local municipality in the Northern Cape. Residents and authorities in affected areas are advised to take necessary precautions, as these weather conditions may lead to localized disruptions and an increased risk of runaway fires. Lots of words to get through, lots of news to get through, so let's brighten the mood just a little bit with the sunrise view of this hour, and sent by Latrix out of East London. It is this gorgeous morning view, and I can't believe East London looks this beautiful. The sun is shining differently on that side of the country. Thank you so much for sharing this morning view with us. Latrix, actually cracking the matrix Latrix on this one, showing us that maybe we are on heaven on earth. Beautiful way to get into 7 o'clock. 25 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And 06303696949 is where you get in touch, Expresso fam, to let us know what it's looking like on your side as we get into your temperatures. Wow, Latrix, well done once again. In fact, here's an award. I hope you reached for your screen and grabbed that, because that is just for you. If not, 25 degrees is what you will be rewarded with today. And if you too are feeling like maybe I could be a winner too, Carissa, don't worry, I got you covered, because right now I want you to play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2. And that is for 53 million rand in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. And listen, man, you could win millions of rands. So don't miss out. Play Lotto for an estimated 8 million rand. But listen up, there's still Lotto plus 1 for 25 million rand. And then you get Lotto plus 2 for another 20 million rand today. And we want all of that to come your way, so buy your tickets now in store. You can head to the website, nationallottery.co.za. There's, of course, the website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# for USSD. Now, all these details, of course, are on our Expresso social pages. Go and check them out, give us a follow, and make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big. You can play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1, and Lotto Plus 2, because collectively 53 million rand is up for grabs today. So all we have to do, or you have to do right now, is play now. So much more to come your way. Let's get into it, Expresso. Listen, 2 hours means that we've got more info like Ladles of Love rallies South Africa for Mandela Day. We'll get into that chat in just a little bit to also inspire you to make a difference on the 18th of July. That's coming up very soon. And then, of course, Die Vyftigers are still in the building. We've been waiting for the moment that they perform, but they're keeping us waiting for just a little bit longer. But expect goodness coming away on the other side of this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is true. It is your feel-good breakfast show, and we're going to make you feel good in the best way that we know how, because this Mandela Day Ladles of Love is inviting South Africans to give more than just 67 minutes. Now, they are asking for 2 hours of your time, which, I mean, it really isn't much, to make a real hands-on impact, and that is for children in need, of course. Under the theme, It's in Your Hands, the organization is hosting massive volunteer-driven events at both DHL Stadium out in Cape Town and Kyalami in Johannesburg, where thousands of volunteers will make, create, craft and grow educational and nurturing items, of course, for underserved preschoolers. So let's take a sneak peek before we get into the chat.
What is Mandela Day?
What's all this? What are we doing?
What are we doing here? That's why.
Why? Because.
Kids ask a lot of questions. Here's one for you. Will you donate 2 hours of your time on Mandela Day to help Ladles of Love feed children in need? Volunteer on Friday, July 18th in Johannesburg or Cape Town and make items to make every day a Mandela Day for our children. Visit ladlesoflove.org.za for tickets today.
Oh my goodness, that is so good. Okay, let's get into the chat. Joining us now, the man behind the movement, Danny Diliberto, founder and CEO of Ladles of Love. Please help me in giving him a feel-good welcome. Come on now. Yes, Danny. Welcome back to the couch.
Good morning, Kiara.
Morning,
Thank you for
morning,
having me.
morning. Okay, so every Mandela Day, you create something absolutely unforgettable. We know Ladles of Love are going to go in and do it big and serve the people. But let's talk about this year's theme in particular. It's in your hands. How did that come about?
You know, think about Mandela Day and the kindness that we experience. And I think this world needs so much more kindness.
Agreed.
And, you know, kindness is a choice. And it's about asking people to make the choice to be kind. And imagine if we could make every day a Mandela Day.
Sure.
The way the people come together is insane on Mandela Day. Why can't we do that every day? And it's in your hands.
Yeah.
Kindness is a choice, so it's in your hands.
Sure. I like that you are telling people to take that personal responsibility and say that you can actually make a difference.
Can.
We complain a lot and we say, oh, but what if? But it's in our hands.
100%.
We can do it ourselves.
100%.
All right, so then let's talk about, if it is in my hands, how can I help? What can I do to assist also on the day when it comes to the 18th of July with Ladles of Love? How do I volunteer?
Well, like you said, you give 2 hours of your time. You go onto our website, ladlesoflove.org.za. A pop-up window will appear. You click on that, and you've got 4 time slots to choose and 4 activations. Like you said, make, create, grow, and 1 more.
Yeah.
And so you can choose your time slot that you want and which activation you want. It's 250 Rand per person.
Nice.
All that money comes to Ladles of Love.
Sure.
And 250 Rand feeds a child 2 nutritious meals a day for a month.
Wow.
So you're not only giving of your time, you are feeding a child.
Feeding the next generation.
Yeah, and it's nutrition. It's not just any food. It's a proper nutritional balanced diet that these children can learn, grow, and play, as all children should.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you the benefit of it, but it is so they can concentrate, they can show up, they can do what they need to do and grow, most importantly, as they should be.
100%.
So what are the different activations? I show up on the day, I put in a request for the 2 hours, I paid the 250. What am I doing?
So you'll arrive at either DHL Stadium or the Kailami Grand Prix racetrack, 2 beautiful venues, and they've both come on board. It's the first time they're doing something like this, so we are truly blessed. And we will obviously usher you to your activation. And it's things like make sandwiches. We're asking you to make little colouring in books. We have these educational posters which you colour in and make look pretty. We have what we call these love buckets, buckets of hope. So it's things like sump and beans. So you will put the mix in this bucket with the spice, put a little label on it, make it look pretty. And we send all that out to our children. We're making little vegetable gardens, so it's like a little kit with seeds in it that we're going to give to our beneficiaries so they can plant it. So it's all these type of things, little toys, our squishy dolls, that's really popular. You know, it's just something for these kids to hold, to touch. Comfort when they're feeling scared or nervous. So it's really all that, just geared for our little children.
I love the fact, though, that even though it's 2 hours of people's time, this is going to last an impact, right? In terms of the children being fed, having the comfort that you mentioned as well, the food that's going to be served to them too. So thank you so much for the work that you do. Now, I just feel like some people may feel overwhelmed, anxious. Mandela Day has so much pressure around it, even though we both agree it should be every single day. So what would you say to encourage someone to head to your website and even volunteer their time?
Just, you know, Ladles of Love was founded on the ancient Sanskrit word seva, which is giving of yourself, wanting nothing in return, not even the joy of giving.
Wow.
But you do get in return. And it's just when you just come and experience Mandela Day with us, when you've got all those thousands of people in one place, the smiles, there's no gender, there's no religion, there's no race. You've just got human beings coming together. And for me, that is, you can't buy that spirit and that energy. It's priceless. And it's a memory that you create forever. So it's more than just that 250 Rand. It's a memory, and you're part of something huge.
Bigger. Well, you have created something huge, Mr. Danny. 11 years is what you're going to be celebrating, and congrats on that too, of Ladles of Love. What keeps you going time and time again?
You know, I believe when you find purpose, it's, I don't talk from a religious point of view, but it's very spiritual, it's very godly. And I don't believe Ladles of Love is where it is because of me. It's through me. You just, once you connect to intuition, that's what drives you, and that's what keeps me going. And when you go and spend time with the little kiddies, or even the homeless people that we serve, you know, the touching their lives, phew, it's priceless.
Yeah, I can imagine, and I know you've convinced many people out in Jersey, out in the mother city. All right, they're sitting there, phones in hand. How do they sign up right now? What do they do?
ladlesoflove.org.za. We've made it really easy. The pop-up window appears, click it, and just follow the process.
Nice.
Pay
Thank you
your
for making it
250
easy.
rand. Thank you.
You can pay online.
Pay online, you pay everything, and all you need to do is pitch up.
And what should they be wearing? Comfies, track pants?
Whatever you want.
Whatever, just come as you are.
Just come as you are. Come experience the gees with us. It's really a beautiful day.
Thank you so much, Danny, for being here.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you there if you are around Cape Town or Joburg, either at the DHL Stadium or at Kyalami Grand Prix out in Joburg. Make sure that you do your bit, not only on the 18th of July, but that's a good start for you, but head to the website now to make sure that you get your 2 hours in.
Now, after the break, we're going to get started on our pepper steak pie in the culinary hotline bling, ting, ting, ting. Now, you've heard of John Wick, but have you heard of Kuchle Wick? If not, you're going to want to stay tuned to find out what happened when Kuchle learned to make our own candles. Don't go anywhere, please.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back to the second installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, okay, now you've woken up. I like it. We are back in the kitchen. Now, earlier we made a delicious pot pie using rotisserie chicken and mushrooms. And up next, we move on to the nation's favorite. I'm going to say it. Pepper steak pie. Specifically, it was from a garage, but it's fine.
100%.
100%. Specifically, it was 3 a.m.
A garage pie. And I love the fact that they do bake them fresh that time of the night as well. When you get there as it comes out the oven,
ooh, so
that's
good.
the reason.
All right, but we're making this homemade today.
Yes.
I see you've used some time.
We've got time back in the kitchen, yes we do. But I want to show you our little pot pies because they are looking amazing.
All right, while you grab those out, we always say let us know your culinary conundrums. So let's hear this voice note.
Good morning, Clem. Good morning, Carissa.
Morning.
Clem, can I use maizena instead of like the flour? Please, thank you.
That's a great question.
It is. And yes, you can. You know what's even better about using corn flour instead of normal flour? with the normal flour, remember I said I have to cook out that powderiness.
Yes.
With the corn flour, I find that the powderiness doesn't exist.
It's gone.
It kind of just dissolves. But you want to use the corn flour in a different way.
Okay.
What I like doing is making a slurry. So I'll take, for instance, if I was making a soup and I wanted to thicken the soup, I would take a little bit of the soup liquid out and put it into a cup.
Okay.
And then I would add some corn flour to that soup liquid, mix it through until that corn flour has dissolved, and then pour that into the soup.
Okay.
And that'll start thickening the soup. Like, that's the purpose of the roux that we used for the
So
chicken.
could you use the stock with the corn and then mix it and make a slurry from that?
100%.
Perfect.
And that's going to give you that beautiful thick texture that you want, minus any potential lumps or flouriness. I like that question.
I love that question. Also, we all have Mazina at home. Come on.
You do. That box, can they change the packaging?
No.
Because that box, why must I put my hand in the box and my sleeve must get corn flour? Tomorrow I'm in the bank, but I find corn flour. How?
It's part of the process.
How?
Then when people see you, they say, I know what you've been doing. I see you. Okay, Clem, these look absolutely gorgeous. Crusty outside. Inside's going to be delicious.
And beautifully piping. That chicken's going to be so good. But even though it's rotisserie chicken that we shredded, it's going to soak up all that sauce from the stock and the cream and the mushrooms. It's amazing.
Okay, and how does one eat this? Just with a spoon, fork, you go in?
That's why I like pot pies, because of the individual size. It's perfect. Just gonna have a little lappy like this on the thing on the couch, boom. As is with like a fork is perfect.
Okay, amazing.
No crumbs.
Yeah.
Just
Because you
do
know.
a lean over. Do a lean over when you eat, no crumbs.
Because eating that garage pie in your car, there's more crumbs than human left behind. It's crazy.
Sad. Okay.
It's messy. All right.
Pepper steak pie. So
Yes.
we've got some onions cooking, and it's gone a little further than what I wanted to. I didn't want it to be crispy or too brown, but again, it's imagination. But the bay leaves are in.
It's the bay leaves that are in there.
So
All
to
right.
that, we're going to add our sirloin. And we're using sirloin, but what I like using is the cheaper cut. So something like a chuck would be amazing, costs less, but it takes more time to cook to become tender, but you get so much more flavor. So that's going to join our onions.
Quick question. So then would you be cooking it, because you said it takes a while, in here, or does it cook away in the oven?
You would need to cook it separately, roast it off separately.
Okay.
So the idea is this you can make with leftover steak.
Ah.
This is a lot of leftover steak.
Not in my house.
Not in my house. But
Yeah.
the idea is there that you can swap this out. You could even turn this into a pepper steak pie with mince.
That's interesting.
If you want to like do a budget bite, and it's amazing. The flavors are actually really,
mince pie.
really good. Okay, so steak goes back in. To that, I'm just gonna chuck the garlic in, right?
Okay.
It's fine. It's gonna cook. It's gonna get the flavor. And if someone's gonna get a soft, jammy piece of garlic,
I'd
you're
be
lucky.
happy. Exactly.
Exactly. So that's in there. Extra butter, because I know we got the oil in there already, but we're gonna make a roux. So we're gonna add our flour, and we're gonna coat everything in the flour as that butter melts, and that's gonna help thicken everything.
And that's the gravy that we're wanting, right?
Exactly, that's the sauce.
Okay.
So, while we're doing that, let's chat about the onions.
Yeah, oh, you
Because
did
you asked
mention.
the question.
Yes.
So, when I chop onions, I'm gonna ask you to pass me, actually, the other
these
knife,
ones.
Tiffany promised that these are super sharp. This one, here we go. So, when you chop onions traditionally, people usually, let's go like this. In half, you get the North Pole, you get the South Pole, okay? So what people do, which is nothing wrong with it, they go from the north to the... Hi, Tiffany. Lies. Okay, they're the knife shop. Okay, they go north to south. And this is cool. This is great for, like, salads, or if you actually want to keep a bit of the texture in the onion, that's perfectly fine. So that's what going north to south does. What I prefer doing is going, and again, keep in mind, this is north and this is south.
All right.
I prefer going either east to west or west to east. What happens then is your onion, when you cook it in something like a curry or in a soup or a stew, specifically if you have kids that say, I don't want to see the onion. This is what you do.
So show us again.
So again, I
it
took
was like that?
It was like that. So that was the North Pole, that was the South Pole. That's where the roots were.
But you're putting it this way.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go side to side instead of top to down. And the texture of the onion and the way that the fibers run, I can't explain the science.
You're chopping that like you're a chef or something. Oh my goodness.
These petals will dissolve in your soup or stew or dish a lot easier than these ones. Okay, now you're getting some extra dangle than these ones.
How?
So I like using these for this dish. It's just the way the onion breaks down when you slice it that way.
Okay.
So it literally dissolves and becomes part of the sauce. It actually helps thicken the sauce. And you won't see it.
How do you feel about grating onion?
Love it. I think it's an amazing way to get in the kitchen, get out quickly. And so many recipes call for grated onion instead of
Sliced or diced or...
Fricadelles, for example, they need grated onion with the liquid. Funny story, the liquid of the onion that you get from grating it absolutely helps tenderize the meat even more.
Wow.
Who knew?
Okay, here's a quick one, because you know, I'm surprised the tear hasn't dropped yet. She's growing up or something. How do you avoid crying when you cut onions?
The best way to avoid crying when chopping onions, because I've tested this a lot, we've done so many videos on this, is to use a sharp knife. When you break through if you're using a sharp knife, you're slicing through the onion versus a blunt knife that's kind of bashing through the cells, releasing more of that airborne thing that causes your eyes to burn.
Tear triggerer.
The tear trigger. Sharp knife. Second thing is be in a well-ventilated room, especially if there's a window to the side, taking all those things that get into your eyes that cause you to tear out the way.
So you're telling me I can get rid of my goggles and piece of bread that I put in my mouth?
No, don't actually, because that's a vibe on its own. So keep the goggles, keep the bread in your mouth, keep the spoon on the other side of your mouth. All of it, all of it, all of it.
Okay, I won't lie, that looks fantastic already.
So what's going to happen now, because we've got that flour that's on there, that's going to start thickening as it cooks. We're going to get some Worcester sauce. And what is this, brandy?
What is that? Maybe. I think it's just for you to have on the side. Oh, vinegar.
Ooh, brandy in the morning. Okay, so brandy goes in, and again, don't worry about the alcohol because that's all going to cook away. That's going to thicken, like I said. We're going to add the cream to add extra richness, and then we're kind of going to follow the same process that we did with the chicken pot pie. If you wanted to do lined at the bottom with pastry, super simple. Do you want to try?
I do want to try,
Let's do that. Okay,
so this is the pastry.
This is the pastry, and I love working with puff pastry in the plastic.
Okay.
Because I use it as a kind of a guide and like things to hold on to.
And I heard about tricks. You take it out. No, you don't take it out. You do take it out before.
Yes, absolutely. And people get scared when they're working with frozen pastry. They're like, it's going to take a day to thaw out. No, it's not. It's going to take literally like 45 minutes, really severe case.
Not bad at all.
No, not at all. And then you're going to be fine to go. So we cut for time, but tell you very quickly. All we're going to do is we're not going to even roll this out. We're going to stretch it out by hand over the base.
Like a pizza.
Like a pizza. We're going to stretch it out by hand. You don't need to always roll it out. And that way we're not going to end up with the flat puff. That's fine.
Wait, when you want to go over or at the base?
Now you can stretch it a little bit.
Oh.
There we go.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
I thought I was going to rip it or something.
And if it does rip, you just pinch it back together again.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to press that down, put the filling in, put the top on. It's going to go to the oven. You're going to come back for part 3 because we're going to keep on cooking.
Okay, but listen, I'm going to come back and then do that. But the quick one, is it also going to be another one on top?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'll take this.
I'm gonna wait, it looks so nice.
Okay,
I did a good job.
You keep it. You're doing a good job.
And then Clem told me to put holes in the bottom.
We?
Yeah?
Yeah?
We? Ding, ding, ding. I love to see it. Oh, she looks beautiful. Okay, now I will hand it back.
Merci.
I can tell people you did that. Right now, though, it's time, that time of the morning where we take a look at this week's Handy Heroes. The spotlight is on Buco Pal, and their top tip is an absolute game changer. Listen closely to this one. Meet a Plascon Micatex, the textured paint that does more than just coat it. It actually covers cracks too, thanks to its built-in polyfiller power. Now, their top DIY tip is to prep like a pro. A flawless finish starts with the right foundation. Now, with all of that information, I'll hand it over them to take a look.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco and Apparel.
Buco has been part of the Paarl community since 2014. We see ourselves as a destination store where we basically can supply any building material, all building material, doesn't matter what the job.
What I'm proud of is we're actually a very good team here. How my staff actually wears the Buco brand. And then the way they help their customers, they go out of their way to help the customers.
What we love about the customers, and I think every store has got something that makes them special. At the end of the day, we've got a relationship or a working relationship with our clients, together with our suppliers. Not one of them we can do without. So it's important for us that the customer knows our name when we come in, and we know theirs. So they feel like family when they come in. I'd say what maybe differentiates us from other hardware stores is our sales staff. They come with a wealth of knowledge. Our product offering, together with Plascon obviously, and then also the willingness within the store to walk the extra mile for our client. Plascon obviously also is one of our big suppliers, and we carry a very wide variety of the items.
Mostly you must ask them all the questions first. Once you get the questions out of the way, then you know exactly what type of product to give them. If they, for example, once the text is finished, then you will give them the micro text because it's got a polyfill already inside. It will cover all the hairline cracks.
I'd say my idea was you stick to the processes and prepare.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
We do got this, just like I've had things in the kitchen on our culinary hotline bling.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my gosh, did you guys just hear that bass? What's happening, Graham?
Like a Kalahari elephant just resonating across the desert. No, you can't make food this delicious and not... I was actually on another shoot, on another location. I was like, nah.
You came hungry.
That smells much better. I'm going there. So good to be joining the party now. What have you been making?
Okay, let me tell you.
Please do.
Because that one is mine, and I made it for you, Gray. This is a
All for
chicken.
me.
It's hot, a chicken pot pie with mushrooms. Actually, Clem's
We're so
recipe.
excited you just picked up a burning hot ramekin.
the oven.
Where's
got
my
her
fingerprints?
stripes,
I don't have any
literally.
more. And then we're going to make a pepper steak pie.
Yes, we are.
Delicious.
Because
we can.
Yay, because it's the Culinary Hotline. We love that. We love making things ourselves as well, like pies
We
or
do.
possibly candles. And after the break, Culinary is going to try her hand at exactly that. If you want to get creative, if you want a bespoke present for someone special,
Nice.
I think that's a great way to do it. And then speaking of comfort food, this is a winter essential for me. You've got a packet with you wherever you go. I travel with pies in my bag. Now we're going to get into some of those winter essentials that you need to plug into after this, because it is cold outside. My very own pie.
Yeah, I can give you a spoon.
Don't touch it again.
My bad.
Aches and pains creeping in? Don't let them take over your day. Reach for Adco Napamol, the trusted pain reliever that's gentle on your body and your budget. Because feeling good shouldn't cost a fortune. Plus, want to win 2,000 Rand cash? Answer the weekly competition question on Expresso's social pages using hashtag #AdcocOTCWinter to enter. Hurry, entries close on Sunday. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I'm going to say it. I'm going to proclaim it. Welcome to high winter, the season of coats, knits, boots, and layering up, and we do like a layer on this show, but when it comes to the real winter warrior, nothing beats Woolworths' heat generation range. They get the job done. Undergarments made with innovative fabric that traps and generates body heat to keep you warm where it counts, because some of us, we just never get warm. Now, Zamabinda Mkomboti, the technical product developer for lingerie at Woolworths, is here to share some more. Are you warm and toasty? Do you feel warm?
I'm toasty.
Okay.
I'm wearing hijab.
I was going to ask. Well, I wasn't going to ask, actually, because that would have been completely inappropriate.
Have to wear hijab.
But we do crank up the air conditioning if we need to. But we have reached that point in winter now where even if it looks warm outside, once you get outside, it's a little bit cold. So no pressure. You guys have to save us all. There is clearly, at this point, a lot of innovation going into this line of products. So let's use that as a jumping off point here. Talk me through the science behind these garments.
In simple terms, the science behind it, we use special yarn to make the fabric that then, when you're wearing it, it traps heat and then generates, as you move, it generates heat from your own body heat. That's heat gen.
So you become the heater,
You become the generator of the heat that gets trapped by the fabric.
I love that, and I love these ideas that seem so simple on paper. When you've actually got to achieve it in the back end, that becomes a different prospect. So what sets these garments apart? What makes this range so special?
What makes the range special is that, well, like we've talked about it, it traps the heat, so you wear less layers. So if you're a person that does not want to have a lot of layers on, heat gen is perfect for you, because then you wear less layers, but then you're still warm. You can still retain it, and then, can I just go through the product?
With absolute pleasure.
So heat gen is made for everyone's needs, because not everyone wants to feel warm all over all the time. So we've got vests that just keep the heat on your body.
And I like yours. Often it's like your core that needs to remain warm. I'm that kind of person. My extremities do get really cold, but they warm up really quickly as well.
Yeah.
And if I'm too bulky, too layered, I get so
like
hot.
You're wearing a short sleeve.
I know. I do have a jacket. I promise you, I do have a jacket lying around somewhere.
So yes, the vest would be ideal for you. Also, a short sleeve top if you don't want to wear long sleeves, or in transitional times when it's not too cold yet, you can wear a short sleeve top. And then we have long sleeve tops that like similar to what I'm wearing. The nice thing also about heat gen, doesn't look like a Spencer.
Yeah.
You can wear it like
on its own, and it also, the cut of it, it'll disguise well under other garments.
Yes.
It's very, very lightweight for something that packs as much of a punch as it does.
Yeah. And then we also have a turtleneck style. And then we have long johns. These long johns are nice because you don't feel them under your clothes. Light, you can still move and not feel like...
Because that would ordinarily be a massive barrier, is the fact that it gets bulky. And if you're wearing skinny pants, jeans, or anything like that, that has kind of a snug profile, you're going to struggle through that. Can we see it in action, in motion?
We can see it in motion.
Because it actually kind of drifts into fitness space with the aesthetic. You could wear it like your PJs.
You can wear it like your PJs. You can wear it like I'm wearing a top. And then...
Sports luxe.
Sports, yeah. If you're wearing a long top, you can wear our heat gen leggings as a legging. Turtleneck, you're all covered. If you want a scoop neck, then you've got some air coming in, because not everyone wants to feel all cooked up.
I'm one of those people that I need a very open neck. It looks great. It performs unbelievably well. And I think through the simplicity of this, it is going to absolutely dominate.
Yeah.
It is brilliant. Well done.
Well, at the backstage chatter, like, we don't have to have so many layers and they have less washing.
Exactly. The rest of your style team, though, is a little bit frustrated. I know it's getting the nod of approval.
Yes.
All the stylists in the rooms are like giving you those folded arm judgy looks of like, what do you mean less layers? We like our layers, okay? We love the fact that you can look amazing in one layer or in many, but it's what those layers do. And that is amazing to me. Well done. Your team have knocked it out the park. And we can all have access to that. Absolutely beautiful. I love the fact you've got style, you've got comfort, and you've got performance. To look after something like this that is a performance garment, if nothing else, is it difficult to look after? Is it something that we've got to treat specially? Can it be washed with normal clothes? How do you
You
look
wash
after it?
according to the instructions on the wash care label, but they're easy to care for, machine washable, and they dry quicker because they're lighter.
I'm
So,
trying to
yeah.
find some negative here. I'm trying to find some kind of negative point, but it is absolutely
Our fabric
brilliant.
techs made sure that the technology behind it is correct, and you have a lightweight garment. So it's also it's a great garment for winter.
It ticks every box.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. Well
The
done.
Woolies difference.
It is the Woolies difference, and it's quite dramatic here. A simple line that does so much that you can wear in so many different phases of your day, even phases of the year, but now in the middle of winter, if you feel the heat intensely, then we can dial it back. If you feel the heat just a little, you can layer up. There are so many ways that you can approach winter right now, and the Heat Gen range proves that warmth does not have to mean bulk. They are so slim and sleek. You can stay warm, you can stay moving, and let your clothes do the work. Shop the Heat Gen at Woolworths, in-store, online, or on their amazing app. But I would imagine go and pick it up for yourself. Feel how light the garment is. Amazing.
All right, Expresso fam, it's been a morning of notes, and I think right about now I need some coffee. So don't mind me just stirring something up for myself and Gray on this Wednesday as we make sure that we're geared up for the second half of the show. Before I go in with some hot water, we probably need some Jacobs, right? Because we are definitely turning up the heat this winter. Let me grab some Jacobs Gold, and we're joining our girl Kutle on a candle making moment. Now, she brewed up something super special, her own DIY candle making class, where the warmth of the class met the aromas of the Jacobs coffee so beautifully, like I'm doing right now. And the comfort of that all coming together makes the perfect date night, date day, or even something that we can emulate right here in studio. So let's go for some coffee as we take a look at the kind of candles and creation that Kutle made.
This winter, we are slowing down with Jacobs and lighting up a new experience, crafting coffee-scented candles to soothe the senses and spark creativity. This looks so cozy and exciting.
So Guhle, have you ever made a candle before?
No, this is going to be my first time, so you can imagine my excitement. I want to find out, as soon as your guests come in here, what sort of experience can they expect?
Guests can expect to sample lots of different fragrance blends and combinations, which we do in-house. Learn how to play with colors and pigmentation in making a candle, specifically soy candles. We work with soy wax, not the paraffin wax, and it's a very different way of working. It's a lot cleaner, but also a lot more enjoyable. I often find that people are really surprised by how much they enjoy a simple thing like making a candle.
I want to challenge you to a coffee-scented candle. Can you do that?
Challenge accepted. We can definitely make a coffee-scented candle. There's just so many variations of fragrances and scent that you can incorporate into a candle. But in fact, something else that's really interesting about coffee is that we use coffee beans to help cleanse the olfactory palate. So in between smelling one fragrance and another, smell the beans, and that cleanses your palate, and then you're able to discern the other fragrances from each other. So that's quite a beautiful way in which we incorporate coffee.
And why would you say this activity is a comforting and cozy one, especially for winter?
Well, of course, the flame is warm. We keep it nice and warm and cozy indoors, try to make it a cozy event, almost like we're simulating a fireplace, where people gather around the fire. Here's our communal fireplace in the middle, the candle. And then people go into creative mode, a socializing mode, a connecting mode. So it's a beautiful way to get people together and gather.
Smooth Cadbury richness meets creamy, nutty, and aromatic coffee. A cozy, indulgent blend that pairs perfectly with creative moments and, of course, candlelight. Colin, I've made us 2 delicious cups of coffee.
Oh, great, thank you.
There we go. Good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling inspired. Colin, what's step number 1?
Okay, so the first thing we do here is a glass for you, and I will work with you. The first thing we do is take a wick. Grab a wick. These are double braided cotton wicks. Take your wick and dip it in the wax. And then place it in your glass and give it a moment.
There we go.
The next step is that you have to choose which fragrance you want to work with.
There's something so grounding about working with your hands, right? And lately, I've been craving moments to myself, just to bring myself closer to the center and heart, because we have busy schedules. So Jacobs has inspired me to do so, and I just thought candle making is the perfect activity. The first 2 for me that I am obsessed with, wisdom and decadence.
Decadence and wisdom. That's the oud and patchouli, and the decadence is the vanilla and a lang-a-lang.
So it's a beautiful balance, right?
Nice combination. So you want to blend those 2 together?
Yes, please.
Okay, great.
The different essential oils that I've combined and used for my scented candle complement the smell of my Jacobs Cadbury whole nut mocha so well. There's this woody essence to it, sweet notes as well.
Pour the wax in. Leave about ½ a centimeter of wick. Perfect, right there. Excellent. Voila.
We're done.
Now you just have to wait for it to dry, and you're good to go.
As simple as that.
Simple as that.
Thank you for walking me through this process. I love my candle. Look. Matches, right? Just a little bit.
It does, it does.
A cozy candle, a cup of Jacobs, and a moment made just for you. Because sometimes the smallest creations bring the greatest calm.
That candle looks good. Well done, Clem.
Really impressed, because it's a bit dangerous when you want to do one of these things like make it yourself and then it doesn't really come out that nice, but that looks absolutely exquisite. And I would imagine it smells beautiful.
Wow, I
eh?
get that. Imagine a coffee fragrant candle every day to wake you up.
I would have to have 9 to go through all the varietals. Do
all
you
of it.
understand? Because I enjoy it so much.
Speaking of,
Where
which is
would
your
you
fave?
jump off?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Let me start. All of the above. No, I'm
Yes.
kidding. My favorite has to be this one, the Cadbury whole nut. There's just something about it. It brings the coffee, it brings the chocolate, but then it also brings the nuttiness.
It's cheeky.
And
I love it.
It's a dessert.
It
so
is.
I maybe won't have it for breakfast, but I'll have it a little bit later on in the day as a treat.
Yeah, I was going to say, my treats matter a lot more to me now, and I
Right.
found a way that I can have my treats relatively guilt-free. So if I'm going to have a treat, it must be really nice and
this
grown
is
up.
it, grown
So it's
up.
sweet, it's coffee, it's lovely, absolutely love it. We can play around with the Jacobs Barista Roast if you want something that's a bit
could.
more kind of well-bodied, characterful and strong. I think it's right at
That's
the
this
end
one
there.
over here.
You can just open the bag and have that next to your bed and just smell that.
There's like
I
a little smelling
absolutely
hole.
love it. Robust, bold coffee experience. You can tell from the first kind of smell, but
Delicious.
that's got to be one of the nicest smells in existence.
ever.
I'm sorry.
Ever.
Well done, little guy. Hey,
How about the
absolutely
3-in-1?
beautiful.
We've had our fair share of these on the show as well.
Now, how many candles do we have? We've got like 9 candles, okay?
This is a must-have because you throw in about 5 in your bag and then you sip it throughout the day and you don't even feel bad. No added sugar. It's just the perfect combination.
The
of
only
everything
mistake
together.
I make is I buy one of them in the store and I think, and then I was like, I came home with about 9 in a packet. I was like, why don't you just buy the box?
Exactly.
Buy the box and you can have them all.
There's 20 in a box. I mean, come on.
Exactly. They are delicious. So it's kind of like whatever mood you're in.
Yeah.
Never mind your taste. You can have like 9 throughout the day. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, cheers to that, Graham.
Cheers to you, girl.
Yes.
Oh, well done, Kudle.
Delicious.
Who says no to a cappuccino? Jacobs, wunderbar.
You're right. The smell alone is good.
Really nice, eh? So we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to ask a lot of quick questions.
Quick fire.
Because that's what we like, and it's very revealing. And the band, I think these guys could tell some stories. So I would imagine, I just have a feeling something might be revealed, but it's a safe place. It's still breakfast TV, right?
It is. I'm still trying to join their band, but they said I have to take a couple years because it's 50 plus as the entry point.
Really?
And I said that's when life actually gets good. So we'll find out.
Can you do it on
more
50
about
on the line, or do you have to have the plus as well?
I don't know. I don't know the rules. Ask them. Make that one of your quick fire questions. We also need to get into another edition of our culinary hotline playing.
Ding, ding, ding.
And we're getting so much better at this. As we're going closer to 8 o'clock, Expresso fam, grab your coffee as we've got ours, and we'll see you right now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You can imagine the smile on my face when I walked in and saw Neil's face and the rest of the boys from Die Vyftigers there. Yeah, look at them. I want to see some ID cards, okay, just to prove that everyone has earned the right to be in that band, because I think I could make it, man. I think I could. They're an incredible group of human beings, yes, musicians bar none, and we cannot wait for you to get just a little taste. Here they are with Fun Ver Af. Enjoy.
Daar waar jy sit en daar waar jy staan, en daar waar jy wonderlekker, daar waar jy gaan jy nog na die middernachtbouw waar jou demons roep en jou angels val. Daar waar jou angels val. Jou liefde komt van ver. laat me door om weg te raken. Laat me je nooit vergeten. Je liefde komt van ver af. Aangevaaid door je wind. En elke ochtend als die zon opkomt, breng hij je niet van me. En elke ochtend als die zon opkomt, breng hij jou niet van me.
Oh my goodness, 50 has never looked this good. Die Vyftigers, ladies and gentlemen. Please, gents, give us a nice little bow there. Oh, you've done it so incredibly well. There you go. Well, that takes us to 8 o'clock. Let's get you started on this hour with your national news headlines. The Free State Department of Cooperative Governance is urging the public to report illegal initiation schools following 2 deaths since the winter season began on the 27th of June. 21 boys were recently rescued in Tennyson with 6 cases under investigation and 4 arrests made. Now, in the Eastern Cape, 4 additional deaths linked to illegal schools have been confirmed. Authorities stress that all deaths occurred at unregistered sites and 41 cases have been reported to police, with 37 arrests made so far. In other news in the country, as the 2025 individual filing season begins, SARS Commissioner Edward Kesvetter is encouraging taxpayers to use digital platforms to manage tax affairs. Now, auto assessments are being issued from the 7th to the 20th of July for simpler returns, with refunds under R100 paid within 72 hours. Non-provisional taxpayers can file from the 21st of July to the 20th of October, while provisional taxpayers have until the 19th of January 2026. Now, SARS has warned of tax-related scams and urges taxpayers to keep information confidential and book appointments to avoid unnecessary branch visits. Now, in your international news making headlines, Ghana's President John Mahama has inaugurated a national anti-gold smuggling task force aimed at recovering billions lost annually through illegal trading. The initiative follows the creation of the Gold Bod Board, which has already driven record reports of 55.7 metric tons, worth $5 billion in 5 months. Informants will receive 10% of the value of seized gold. Now, Ghana will also introduce gold traceability systems and ISO-certified assay labs as it moves towards refined gold exports and a manufacturing hub by 2026. Meanwhile, international legal experts have condemned Israel's reported plan to relocate all Palestinians in Gaza to a large camp near Rafah as a possible crime against humanity. The plan, ordered by Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, includes a security-controlled entry point, a surrounding fence, and patrols to prevent movement. Initially designed to house 600,000 people, it is intended to accommodate up to 2 million. Human rights organizations have raised alarm over forced displacement and potential violations of international humanitarian law. Now, closing up your news this morning with this story, with soaring notes and golden hearts, the Stellenbosch University Choir has done it again, earning 3 gold medals at the 2025 Intercultuur European Choir Games and Grand Prix of Nations in Aarhus, Denmark. Competing in, quote, adult choirs, jazz, pop show, and musica sacra a cappella, they dazzled judges with scores above 95% in each category. Flying the South African flag so incredibly high as the continent's sole representative. From bunking together and sharing meals to thrilling audiences in the Musica Set concert hall, the choir lived up to its motto, a family of voices. Now, the joyful spirit under the baton of Andre van der Merwe left the world clapping and hearts absolutely warmed. And you can hear the performance there in the background sounding so incredible and definitely deserving of all the gold that they got. Congratulations once again to them and everybody out in Stellenbosch. That's where we leave your news. Let's delve into your final sporting highlights.
after that, I've got to follow suit with another magical moment, and it comes in the form of Willie Leroux. He will become the 8th Springbok centurion on Saturday as Rassie Erasmus names a rotated side to face Italy in Gqeberha. So Salman Murat captains the team, while Asanati and Tlhabakanye, Kobus Visser and Ethan Hook are all set to debut off the bench. Well done, gents. The squad includes 13 World Cup winners as well, as South Africa look to, I think, sharpen up after last weekend's 42-24 win. Now, another magical moment, in fact, and this one courtesy of Vian Mulder. He smashed an unbeaten 367, and I mean unbeaten in history, the highest ever by a South African, as the Proteas crushed Zimbabwe by an innings and 236 runs in Bulawayo to seal that 2-0 Test Series sweep. So backed by a dominant 626 for 5 and then ruthless bowling displays from Bosch, from Mutasami and Yusuf, South Africa wrapping up victory on day 3 after Zimbabwe folded for 170 and 220 in that follow-on. Now let's get on to tennis, and what a showcase of international tennis this year. Aryna Sabalenka pulling off a gutsy comeback to beat Laura Siegemund and book her spot in a 3rd Wimbledon semi-final now. And then Amanda Anisimova, she joined her after surviving a dramatic tiebreak against Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. And then on the men's side of the draw, defending champion Carlos Alcaraz, he powered his way past Cameron Norrie, while Taylor Fritz, he edged past Karen Khachanov in 4 sets to reach his first semi-final as well. And now let's turn to football, and we've been again given an incredible international showpiece at the Club World Cup. Now, João Pedro, he scored twice on his first Chelsea start, in fact, to fire the Blues into the Club World Cup final with a 2-0 win over Fluminense in New York last night. The Brazilian striker, he struck in each half against his former club, in fact, to book a showdown with either Real Madrid or PSG. That as Chelsea chase some global silverware and look pretty strong as well. But that's where we leave our sport for this morning. No major traffic to report on, so let's dive right into the weather and get some warnings in, I think, from the weather service right now.
That's right. The warnings are coming through with the South African Weather Service, who has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds along the KwaZulu-Natal coast, and that is between Kosi Bay and Richards Bay, cautioning against navigation difficulties and disruptions at small harbours. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are forecast for the Kariefberg local municipality in the Northern Cape. Residents and authorities in affected areas are advised to take necessary precautions, as these weather conditions may lead to localized disruptions and an increased risk of runaway fires. All right, let's top off for your sunrise views of this morning with this beautiful image touching down in the mother city. Straight out of Lansdowne, Len shared this beautiful morning view with us. And I don't know about you, but the sun is doing something so different this morning. All 3 of the morning views have given us these pink hues along with the orange golden rays of the sun. That lets me know that right here in the mother city, we're having a beautiful day, Len. And if you'd like to know, 17 degrees is coming your way. Thank you so much for sending that through and sharing what your morning looks like. Remember, you can continue snapping away Expresso fam and then send it over to 0630369649. We still have Thursday and Friday to get to, but right now though, let's get into your temperatures for this Wednesday.
Some beautiful views across the land. A little bit chilly outdoors. Let's warm you up inside. Lotto has been on another level lately. And if you play your Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 today, there is 53 million rand sitting in that jackpot waiting for you. So you could win big. Don't miss out. Play your Lotto for an estimated 8 million, then Lotto Plus 1 for 25 million, and then Lotto Plus 2 for an added 20 million rand today. By now, you should know you can get your tickets in multiple ways. Go in-store when they're open, go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, you can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD. Really simple, and we'll make it even easier keeping the deets up on the Expresso social, so you can go and check them out at your leisure and then hopefully win big. Lotto +1 and Lotto +2 weighing in with 53 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Now try and beat that, my friend.
Oh, I think that I could actually. Let me attempt to. Well, Die Vyftigers is still in the studio, and yes, we've seen one performance, but more is still coming your way. Not only that, the pressure is on because we're going to be asking them a round of quick fire questions, and then also a wonderful performance coming your way, Expresso fam. It's just after 8 o'clock. I think another coffee is definitely deserving, so grab that, and then we'll see you straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. The smile on my face should give it away. I'm also a little bit skittish. That might give it away as well. I'm a little bit nervous now because the gents are here, and it's time for some quick-fire questions with the incredible 50-year-old Afrikaans band. No, the band's not 50 years old, okay? But the guys, they've been around.
Say it for
Die
us.
Vyftigers. Die Vyftigers. I so badly wanted you to be 5 tigers.
They are 5 tigers.
They are. Hey, look at you. Look at you, my guy. When last did I see you in TV land?
Ja, dat was hier zo geweest. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
It was a last time, from set to set.
You look beautiful, man.
Oh, come on. Look at you.
No, look at
There's
you,
Mr.
man.
GQ there.
That was going to be my first question. Who uses his beard as a comforter?
Please complete that sentence, Greg.
After a good greasy garage fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, you've just answered the first 2 questions. Thanks, boys. Done.
I'm psychic.
No, I'm sure there is a bit of a psychic connection there between you guys because the chemistry is strong. We can feel it when you play. It's just beautiful. But right now, quick fire questions, absolute honesty, okay? And it doesn't matter who answers first, whoever's quickest gets the cap.
Don't think about it too much, okay? So here we go. Who's most likely to forget the lyrics on stage?
Probably me.
Abel?
So jy weet. Yeah.
And you took that on the chin, eh? You were like, wow.
No, I've been doing it for years.
Okay, so it's not a 50 thing.
The consistency, adds to the thing.
He's actually got a lovely anecdote during one of the songs where he tells the tales of him at the Kaka and Car forgetting the lyric and turning to the bassist, and the bassist goes like, I think it is draai jou ribbes
No, draai jou lippe na die wind. I would never write something like that.
I would never ever say anything like that.
That's hilarious.
Please say it's become that now.
No,
but the lucky thing is, it's kind of that show, where we're so imperfect, and we encourage the audience to see the imperfection.
Oh, I like
Therefore,
that.
everyone has a great time.
I call it perfectly imperfect.
Yeah.
It's the consistency of.
Wait, what are the lyrics if not draai jou lippe
Draai jou ribbes na die wind.
ribbes, yo.
Draai jou hakskeen.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine what that looks like. Who's always the first to suggest a braai?
Oh.
That would be Gian.
I can see it in him. Yeah.
With respect, they say.
Yeah, I'm a close second, mind you.
Okay.
He's like
Okay.
close second.
Is he a good braai
Jury's
master?
still out well, jury's still out.
He says he's a great braai master.
Maybe, but the best choppy maker in the world.
Oh, it's you, self-proclaimed.
Oh.
We'll have to put that to the
Just
test.
know, so it's T.S. Eliot. Genius knows itself.
I like this.
We've got a kitchen right here, is what I'm saying. Eh? It's right
All right, who's
there.
the best dancer out of you guys?
That would be Skulk.
Not.
Nice.
I'm always worried when we cross term that it's not going to be breakfast TV friendly. So it's okay. No, we're safe. We're safe for now.
He amazes.
Okay, well, we're on this train already. So describe your bandmates in one word.
Ooh.
Mal.
And that blankets
Gian
all
is
of you, I
easy,
think.
because that's groen.
Groen.
Is it like he's green? Skulk, leeuw.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
AB.
Lippa.
Rorschach test. Rorschach test.
Oh my God.
What's that?
Those psychiatric stability.
Those ink blotches. Do you see a butterfly or your mother's?
Oh.
Psychologically, like anything can come out of that mouth.
Okay, it's off the reservation. Okay.
And there's a little bit of Tourette's woven in. It's like we're doing very well.
I was going to say, that's why I'm skittish this morning. I'm like, just cross.
I'm here for the chaos.
We actually did our first show in a church. Of all places.
What?
No, and we were
Providence,
fine, plain sailing. We were respectful. We acknowledged the piety of it.
Nice.
And I don't think like a single expletive came out of his mouth.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
It was a first.
And that's only because he forgot them. He was trying to remember. He was like, what was the word? Now I can't remember it. Damn it.
Okay, if Die Vyftigers were a stew, which ingredient would each of you be?
Garlic for me, definitely.
Wow.
The flavor.
Yeah.
Actually, lamskenkel wees. I think skulk would be something like a paprika or something.
But you were going to say potato. I'm like, come on, no, there must be no potatoes
No,
in a rock
Gian is
band.
definitely the aardappel. He's like in a potjie.
He's the potato.
He's the
There you go.
He's the langsaus.
You can't have a stew without langsaus.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, seeing as we're in a foodie kind of mindset, if Afrikaans were a flavour, what would it be? And don't say langsaus. Boerewors, don't say that either.
No.
Ek sal sê bokkom.
Oh.
Dis gevaarlik.
But just biggie rough. It's not.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. But once you pop, you can't stop.
Once you're used to it, you've still got to keep getting used to it. Because it's strong, man.
It's strong.
It's
strong. But, if you think about it, daar's woorde wat ons toegevoeg het tot ons gemeene diskurs wat niemand kan ontneem nie. Jy weet, 'n woord soos lekker. It's become universal.
Completely.
Everyone understands what it is. It's the utility value of the language
For
is
sure.
next level. It went from in no time being an academic language, a language of instruction, and a language of metaphysics, and over and above everything else, it gets shit done.
It's a language of art, it's a language of passion.
Pardon my...
Yeah, I know, it was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah.
You know, it happens all the time. That's
You
why
forgot it, you remembered it, it's fine. That's how the band sort
because
of
we have
works.
one expectation and one expectation only, and that's that they're going to rock out, because they are rock stars. Can you rock out for us right now,
Absolutely.
please, gentlemen?
We certainly can.
Okay.
Go and do a song for you.
You can do it,
Guys
of course.
can take to the stage. Fantastic way to send them off. Die Vyftigers. We'll
Awesome.
find out exactly what they sound like in just a bit. What's your favorite Afrikaans word?
Sien wie agtig. Nervous.
Nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm always nervous when I'm speaking Afrikaans, just like my Afrikaans teachers. No, for me, it's the most onomatopoeic, expressive
Agreed.
language. And as I try to teach my son Afrikaans, because yes, it's up to me, because my wife is English, I'm rediscovering the joy of this beautiful language. But I find that I say all Afrikaans words a bit deeper.
A bit deeper. It's your Afrikaans voice. That happens.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking about Afrikaans voices, let's get 5 of them right now with
Come
Die
on.
Vyftigers. 4 of them, at least.
Hierdie is 'n liefdesliedjie, Afrikaanse bydrae vir almal. Ek roep dit rooi grond en dit is verleen van die isiXhosa Sobashia Abazali. 1 2 1 2 3 Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, waar ons boer en ons braai en ons ploeg. Is maybe in die hout en steeds nie my riempie vir ons twee is dit net genoeg. En ons met pas op, stook om en slag om tot die son in die weste gaan lê. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, is al wat ek by my wil hê. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, in die zweet van my vuil aangesig. Ek hoor al die baba, ek sien al die lappa, ek skink al die wingerdse vrug. En ons skink om, dink om en drink om, toi onder Afrika lug. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, sing toe kom ons maar altyd terug. Kailicha, la, so tu, umlazi, kugele tu, en zo. Kwama shu, katle homo, chobelo rimpi, I love you. Kutema, inyanga, en garankua, zakani sabukeng en tukosa. Inana manenbergen, Mitchell's Plain, Duduza Senegal en Bloemfontein. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, en koekoevarkie maar beslis ook 'n prak. Almal in Daba by ons op die rooi grond, my riempie ons vier met die grootste gemaak. En ons soenom en soenom, dit is op vir die grootste geluk. Ek maybe nie die skerpste skut nie, my riempie met jou het ek al skoot gemaak, skalkie weer. Rooi grond my orienteer is 'n metafoor. Ek gooi my moed die bene die sangoma toer. Klere skoper my ou vriend, die pad lê voor. Maak 'n liefde op die velle voor ons kop verloor. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, tot ons stof raak gelyk met die grond. Ons gaan iemand mekaar in die oë kyk, my riempie jou druk aan jou soen op die mond. En die klonge, nonnas, niggies en neefies gaan onthou as die sonnetjie sak. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond, 'n huis is mos meer as 'n dak. Ek en jy in 'n klein lappie rooi grond. Hey my lekker riempie, oh, I love you.
Beautiful. My favorite part is looking at your faces when you look at each other when you're doing this, and you look so happy. Well, most of you look so happy. We'll get there. Well, clearly, you know, what I like is every audience gets a completely unique performance. Unique songs, unique lyrics. No, it's absolutely amazing. You guys are on another level. Thank you so much for being here. It's early for rock stars, okay? So please show some love. And we will show some love in the form of food. That's our love language. We've got an apple and blueberry pie in the works. Just for you guys. Exactly. It's a kind of a grown-up dessert for breakfast after this in the Culinary hotline. We'll see you now.
Sisa.
Look at that.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. In case you missed it, it's a Wednesday, which means this is the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting!
Hey, we're on it today, and Chef Clem has been on it. Carissa has been on it. I don't know what is going on here. We've got some explaining to do, okay? So if you missed it a little bit earlier, we've been using leftovers, a bit of chicken, bit of steak, turning it into what looks like the craziest creation ever, a delicious homemade pie that smells next level. Explain yourselves, yeah?
So we made our chicken pot pie.
Beautiful.
Carissa inspired because we went to go find all the time we could find in Cape Town. Now that we know Carissa likes time.
Okay.
All the time. If you can't find time in the store, it's because it's here.
I never have any time, though. So
Here we go.
you've
Reason.
taken all the time,
So then,
eh?
what happened was we worked on our pepper steak pie.
And then?
We didn't know that the pastry that went on top was actually a different type of pastry. It was short crust pastry. So you got puff pastry at the bottom. We got the bubbling, this came out of the oven, by the way. Bubbling steak at the bottom, short crust on top. This is going to be
next level.
It's
What are
gonna
we going to
be-
call this hybrid?
It's not for me to call it. It's
creation?
this lady is gonna. What are you
Hey?
naming your pie?
Oh, easy.
Easy.
Pepper steak, pepper pie.
Pepper.
Let me try. Okay, come back to me later. Let me think about it.
Okay, for now, in
Pot-bellied.
pencil, it's the easy
In parenthesis.
Wipe your mouth again and go back.
Wow.
So, but now, okay, that's going to be amazing. We need
Call
to
it the M&M.
We
Yeah.
need some dessert.
Okay.
So we got beautiful apples. Apples are fantastic right now. I mean, what is a month? It's July, it's winter. They're still delicious.
Okay,
Loving
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So we're going to get our beautiful apples into a bowl. What we've done is we've
Nature's
peeled it.
sugar. An apple, the flavor develops beautifully when you cook it. Hey,
Yes,
it's like
absolutely.
it really wants to be cooked. as a
It
fruit.
really, I agree with you. There's something about the magic about the phenols, actually, the aromatic nuances you get from apple when you cook it. Baking it, or just like we do today, is so good.
That's why we love our apple crumbles,
We
these
do.
sorts of things. It just works so well, yeah.
Blueberries, and these are frozen.
Nice.
So it's going to give off some liquid as they bake, which is great because we want that. Then we're going to go in with some cinnamon and nutmeg.
Okay.
Remember
that's one must.
the cinnamon challenge? Dangerous, guys. Don't be doing that. Cinnamon in your apple pie, that's where it goes.
Okay, and a bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg goes into a lot.
Right?
Hey, it's like underserved.
It is,
It
but
does the job.
It really, really does. It's like that little hum in the background. Like, what is that? It's nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
A little bit of salt, always. Is this salt? This looks like sugar. It's salt. Then we're going to go in with some brown sugar.
I was going to say, just like a pinch of sugar. What's wrong with you?
Brown sugar, there we go. And then corn flour. We had a question about corn flour instead of using normal flour when we're thickening or we're making sauces. So now we're using our corn flour, mixing it with these vegetables, with the fruits. When the apple releases its juice and the blueberries release its juice, it's going to mix with the corn flour and make that thick sauce that we want.
Oh,
But we
my
need
word.
some vanilla, and then a little bit of lemon to brighten everything up.
Just zest it out.
To zest it
This
out.
is almost one of those pies where someone almost needs to see you make it. So, like, if you're going to invite people over, maybe shoot a little Clem style man crave video of you making the dessert so they are fully aware of what's in it and what it's going to taste like and what, because There is so much going on there, but when you see how all the little components come together to create that one simple notion, oh, I love that. But people need to see it, so that's what we're going to do. Our foodie invites are going to be little cook-along things.
Imagine if we do like a couple of weekends a month to meet our actual viewers, just to cook for them and get to know them.
And you'll know when you get a little video sent to you by Clem.
That's the invite.
Okay, just breaking down a particular recipe. Maybe we'll open our account with Carissa's M&M pie.
There we go. There we go. We won't let her sell it because, as we know, when Carissa costs food, she makes it very expensive.
She would.
We won't let it cost it. We will handle the cost.
That right there is a 380 Rand pie.
Per slice. Per slice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get we blind baked some short crust pastry, which is the pastry that you see on the top of this pie.
For sure.
Okay, which is different to puff pastry. They've just taken my lappy out the way. It's going to be hot.
They nicked your lappy. Can I give you another?
Here we go. That's our, by the way, South Africa, that's our lappy
This is our lappy cupboard.
We know that every kitchen in South Africa has either
one for you in the
that
backup,
cupboard.
just in case.
Every kitchen in South Africa either has that cupboard or that drawer.
Yeah,
okay?
oh, for sure.
Which has the cupboard that has anything and everything in it, and the drawer, same story.
My biggest problem is when I pull the one lappy out, then all the lappies come out.
The lappies. So I want to challenge South Africa, and this is absolutely true. We'll show you what's in our cupboards. If you send us a picture
of your lappy cupboard.
Of your lappy cupboard or that drawer that's got everything in it. Actually, we do want to see those pictures. Let us know. Oh, if it's posted on Facebook, we want to see it. Okay. We blind baked it, so all we did was we took some of that short crust pastry, we pricked it a little bit so it doesn't rise. We didn't even brush it with egg like we normally do. We didn't do that.
Is all of that filling going inside there?
No, we're gonna make a few pies. So you can be like cheeky. Cool about it, and then do like a little pattern with the apples if you want, going like in a direction. However, I like the rustic look of it.
Hey, so chunky and in there and gooi.
Grab the blueberries, grab the apples. Don't let everything sit like evenly. So I want some bits of the apple to get a little charred on the top.
Exactly.
Ones at the bottom get nice and jammy. The blueberries are going to release all that liquid. It is going to be...
See, now it becomes food theatre.
It does. And I've overloaded this one, but essentially you'll be able to make 2 of these with this filling.
With that amount of filling, for sure.
And then here's a part. Before you bake this, you can freeze this whole thing.
Just somewhere like that?
Just freeze it and then wrap it. And then when it comes to the weekend or when you have to get the craving, hoy the whole thing into the oven frozen.
And then people walk into the smell of freshly baked heaven.
Heaven. It is so delicious, so easy. The chicken pot pie, the beef pie, and the sweet apple blueberry pie are all hits, so easy to make. Go and check out the recipes on expressoshow.com. You're going to want to get these recipes.
Oh, and have some fun with the fruit if you want as well.
Yes.
I mean, just look at what's in your pantry and have a little bit of fun with it. So we clearly are having a lot of fun with you guys as well. At home right now, Teresa, Micah weighing in, saying good morning to my favourite chef, Chef Clem, just in case you didn't know.
Thank you.
Okay, you are her favourite.
Thank you.
Always a feel good to see him on the Expresso Morning Show. Keep up the great work. Chef Clem, she's making no mistake that you know that you're the guy.
Thank you.
And
Teresa is fantastic. Teresa is fantastic. We love you on the show, Teresa. Thank you so much.
Okay, from my side, Muller saying, good morning, Chef. I'll be there for my brekkie. Are we inviting people over? Did you invite people over?
We are going
You've
to
got to
start...
warn us, eh? If you're going to start inviting viewers over for breakfast.
I think we should have a live studio audience. That would be amazing. Imagine that.
Maybe you're famous enough to ask for that now. I keep demanding it. I keep crossing to my live studio audience and nothing, just crickets chirping.
We could make that work. Would you want to be a studio audience member with us? We're getting some like air hand claps in the back.
Chef and I came in the Expresso food truck to a little area by you and just introduced some of the amazing foodies on our show through the Expresso food truck.
You didn't know we have
Please, can we have a food truck, man?
If you want it, you are the people, and we've learned, if you want it, you'll get it. All you have to do is just let us know.
We'll make things like this. Okay, and if you want to make things like this with us, expressoshow.com is where you can ask them for a food truck and you can find the recipe. Okay, how do we tie this all together?
How we tie it all together
One final piece of the puzzle.
Okay. Get all the pies recipes on expressoshow.com. Go and take a picture of that cupboard or that drawer in your house. Send it through to us on Facebook. We will talk about it and share it and show you our cupboards too. This has been a sensational hotline. Make sure you tune in next week for more Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding, ding, ding.
Love it.
What What a great one. I'm still thinking about the name of my pie. In fact, I'm going to ask our guests right now if they've got any ideas for a pepper steak pie that's not like any pepper steak pie you've ever had. But for now, let's face it, not every first date is sparks and butterflies, okay? Sometimes it's more red flags than romance. So today we're serving up a round of Would You Rather date night disasters. Because when the vibes are off, the only move is to dip out with Oma. And we've got some delicious Oma here, some delicious men with us as well. We're talking about Mr. Global South Africa. Of course, we've got the greatness of Benham van Jaarsveld and Marnus Botha with us. Gents, welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
We're going to get into talking about making to the finals and being excited in a little bit. But now let's focus on disaster dates. Are you all single?
No.
Okay. Which means you've been on you've been on dates before.
Yes, I have.
I'm
I'm single, yeah. Been on many dates. Yes.
Okay, cool. This
Yes,
is
yes,
great.
yes.
This is great. I'm sure you've got many stories then. So here's your Would You Rather. And we want you to be honest. Please feel welcome to grab a rusk.
Thank you so much.
Don't bite it to avoid an answer because your mouth is full. I know that strategy. Okay. Would you rather sit through a 3-hour first date where your partner or the person only talks about their ex? They can't stop yapping about the ex. Or fake an emergency to dip out early with Oma's new limited edition hot cross bun flavor rusks.
Like an emergency, definitely.
Yeah,
And that's why you always need that call. You need your friend to, that's the strategy. You always need your friend to call you 15 to 20 minutes in.
Just in case.
Just in case. So you can always say to no, it's going great. Oh, listen, there really is emergency. I have to dip out of here.
Pre-arranged.
The pre-arranged. Benham, listen, we need you to come have some Oma rusks with me. In fact, I'm going to need you to do that. Taste these ones and let me know how they are.
Well, you said it's hot cross bun,
It
right?
is the flavor. Oh, I really gave it away. Dip. Okay,
So we can
I'm
smell it.
watching your dipping strategy too. You a
Not too
soaker.
much.
I'm a soaker.
Okay.
It has to be.
You
has to
soak
be
a little
soaked.
bit less.
Crunch, yeah.
You want a little bit of crunch in it. Okay, Marnus, I see you. It's a good combo. Okay, you chew away. I'll go slowly through the next one. Hot cross bun flavor is the best flavor there ever was. Honestly, it's my favorite so far. Would you rather be on a date where they show you their vision board and your name's already on it with the babies, or ghost them mid-starter and then dip out with your Oma?
I'm going to go with the first one.
You're going with the
Yes.
first? What? You like
I
a focus.
The
You like a
the
focus
goal
individ-
setting. I need to know what's happening.
Period.
Yeah.
On the first date?
Yes, first one.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to ghost.
You ghosting and dipping out at the starter even.
I think so.
Okay. Because man, to make it to that third course is going to be
You
rough.
said they've got the whole thing planned out already, so you're literally just fitting into the... No.
You're right. Because where do you fit in there?
Exactly.
Where's your vision? Where are your goals? Where are your baby names?
Your name is on there, so.
That's true. That's a bit creepy to me. That's giving red flag. Okay. Would you rather split the bill on a dry burger and lukewarm coffee? Oof, that sounds horrible.
That's a weird combination.
It's odd. Stay home, dip a rusk, and just save your money.
I'm a homebody, so I'm going to say stay home.
Stay home. I'm with you on that. Also, don't waste my time with a dry burger and coffee that's not hot.
Even the weather in Cape Town now, I'd like to stay at home,
You know what?
cozy.
Stay home and make burgers at home. That's even better. So
Make
home
burgers at home,
That's
have your
way
Oma
better.
on standby with a warm cup of coffee.
That's much better.
Sounds so good. You guys are focused. I like this. Okay, here's another one as you enjoy that. Would you rather be serenaded at the table in public on a first date by your partner, mind you, by the person sitting opposite you, or serenade your sweet tooth with Oma's new limited edition hot cross buns?
Second option.
Yeah. I feel like you're going for the first option.
That's romantic. Yeah.
I can pick it up.
Yeah,
so they're
public.
just breaking it out.
Yes.
And you're happy to.
I will be happy. Big gestures for me.
I think I'll grab whatever I can and run.
We're in the same boat here. I'd be like, oh, whose man is singing here?
Oh my
Not my
gosh.
man.
Right.
Okay, here's another one that I will ask you. Would you rather go on a first date and have the ex show up on the date?
Who's ex?
While you, their ex, not your ex.
Okay.
Oh, is that better? Okay, no, then we're switching it around. Have your ex show up on the date, or would you rather just grab a whole plate of Oma and 3 cups of coffee and call it a day?
Easy one.
You're going with the first one. No, second option.
I think Oma wins.
Oma wins every time.
Yes,
Dip and Oma,
definitely.
it's definitely a recipe for success.
And getting none, right? There we go.
I'll get into it. Here's my strategy.
These are actually very nice.
5 dips, but you got to dip her. You got to dip the Oma.
5 dips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. It's all it needs. And listen, we want your real dating disaster stories. You've heard it from the guys. Let's get into yours. Have you ever had to dip out of a first date because it was just going to not end well? We've all been there. Tell us on the competition post on our social media with that hashtag #DipOutWithOma, and you could win 2,000 Rand cash plus a hamper of your favorite rusks. Now remember, if you haven't tried them yet, Oma's new hot cross bun flavor, it's here to spice up your winter. So head over to Oma Rusks on Instagram or Facebook to find your nearest stockist. 5 dunks.
These are great. These are great.
Very nice.
Perfect bite.
Dip out with Oma this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
All right, we got some of the gents, so we thought, well, let's invite all the gents. And the leading gent, he is here, of course, our reigning king. And what a year it's been. Anton, first of all, congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
We're going to chat to him about his reign and get into what has been, I think, a very purpose-driven platform this year. Absolutely love it. And, of course, your Just Rewards, we can't let you sit and watch the rest of the gents enjoy your coffee. Thank you. And we're going to have a hot cross bun rusk.
Oh, yes. Dip Oma.
Exactly. It's a safe place. I was going to say it's a safe place. Didn't even need to hear it. Okay, so we're going to dip away, and then the conversation begins after this. Cheers. Ha-ha. For the win. Oh, that's so good. It's Easter.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. As promised, we have 3 remarkable gentlemen on the couch this morning. Our reigning Mr. Global South Africa 2024, Anton Siebert, joined by 2 of the standout finalists from a standout year, 2025, Benham van Jaarsveld and Marnus Botha. Good to see you, Benham, man. It's been years. They join us ahead of the final gala event on the 26th of July at Pretoria's Coliseum Real, where they, obviously the new Mr. Global SA for 2025, will be crowned. It's a big moment. It's a big platform. This year's theme, Men of Essence, celebrating men who lead, who inspire and uplift their communities. And these guys are as big on heart as they are. Yes, we can get a little shallow on looks. Can we give them a round of applause? Well done, guys. See, this is where I really do need my live studio audience. Please put some pressure on the powers that be, okay? You guys will be used to audiences because you've had to step out in a very exposed, bare-wall kind of a space where it's, I think for gents, it can be quite a challenge to step into that pageant space. So how have you felt? For a year now, buddy, you've had the platform. You've done a huge amount with it. On the personal side, what has the journey been like?
It's been it's growth.
That was a big sigh, buddy. That was a big sigh. Eh? That's great, dude.
It's not always easy, let's be honest, but from a personal point of view, the growth has been phenomenal. But the thing is, it's not about your personal growth, but it's what you use the title for, to help others to grow, to uplift people from where they are to where you are. Because the title isn't about you, but it's about how you use the title to uplift people to another level.
Are you allowed to defend your crown in this game, hey? I can see someone staking a claim there. I like that.
You can still jump in.
Exactly. Yeah, easy. Someone just looked up now, one of the finalists. No, please. But it begs the question why we don't do this in our normal life. Because now you've got to step out of your lane to do these sorts of things. But then you suddenly realize all gents are the same. We all kind of fear the same things, have the same pressures. But now you go and do something about it. How has this inspired you to look at life differently now? Because you've got the rest of your life to effectively wear this sash.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a real roller coaster ride, but inspiring roller coaster ride. Being a teacher and being a positive role model for the kids at school, and what you've learned through the journey and taking it forward, it's just a growth each and every step that you take. And for me to be a role model for these gents that's next to me, helping them to take them to the next level, it's always a growth process with everyone that you connect with.
I love that. None of your kids are going to be able to turn around and say, oh, no, I'm too scared to do it. You're like, well, I did it. I took that leap. Benham, you've been in this space. You know it. I'm going to take you back to 2009.
Wow.
Very successful within the Mr. South Africa space, which must have been mind-blowing for you then. Why get back into the space now?
I wish I believed in myself back then like I believe in myself right now. I think, and Anton spoke about growth, I think it's exactly been that, you know. It's been years of becoming, and I think unbecoming as well, the version that I am today, which I think is suited for what this title requires of you, you know. So I think that's where I'm at this stage.
Could you have gotten there earlier? Is it an age thing? Because I've finally got my temperament now. At 47 years old, I'm finally calming down, which is an amazing thing.
Well,
but
I think
for each of us, it's different, man.
I think also, I mean, I'm 49, and I think at this stage, it's that calmness that settles in. You know, I think you're secure, you know who you are, you know what you're capable of, and you know what you can do. So I think that for me is amazing. And now
you get to help others, and now you get to do that and it allows you to be purpose-driven on another level.
That's it.
Where do you pour your purpose? What is the most, because now you've got a platform and a strategic network around you to activate things. Where are you pouring your
Yeah, so you know what, I was actually involved before the competition started. So Ken Care is a feeding scheme in my neighborhood in Kensington, Johannesburg. And I've been involved with them. So my passion is for food and hunger and helping those you know, needy people. And obviously other charities as well. But this has definitely opened up an amazing new platform for us. So it's given us more scope to do a lot more. More Balls Than Most is the official charity for Mr. Global South Africa as well. So it's given us a chance to actually create some awareness around that as well. So
brilliant.
So that's where we are. So
I went and had all my tests done and
good for you.
had that conversation with my guy, and it's vitally important to do it. Martinus, to be able to sit within this fraternity, to be able to plug into gents who have, you defy classification because you're stepping outside of your kind of normal lane now.
Exactly.
What has that part of the process been like for you? Was it a terrifying thing, and now that you're actually doing it, how does that feel?
Yeah, it's definitely like stepping out of my comfort zone, first of all. That's where the growth happens for me. Go for stuff that scares you. If you don't 100%. Go for that, you're never going to see growth. And me being a dad, that's what I want to teach my son. Just try it. even if you don't like it, just try it. You will never know if you don't try. So that's my motto.
Yeah, don't leave the question there. I absolutely love that. So you're an urban planner. Of course, naturally, you see most of our pageant guys coming out of urban planning. Just, the two just work so complementary. I mean, that is quite a stretch. But you're going to go back into your normal spaces and see the world differently. How has this changed you? You want to inspire your son. At some point, you're going to have to hold up a mirror and understand what's been going on. How are you changing through the process?
Yeah, so me being urban planner, I'm working for the City of Cape Town, so I am in a privileged position to be able to improve the lives of others on a daily basis. And being in this Mr. Global South Africa journey, I want to use this platform, combine that with my daily work, and just to reach more people. Yes, exactly. And I work within the infrastructure planning and service delivery space. So providing people with daily lights, water, these are the stuff that we take for granted every single day. And if I can use this platform with the guys next to me, why not?
I love it. And these are the kind of gateways where the change is massive. Feed a hungry child in an early childhood development center, and you've got a fully STEM-ready brain at school a few years later. I love that. Plan a city properly so that it can help the people and problems don't keep coming back. Plug into animals, and suddenly you're speaking to everybody because it's universal. Why was that your pressure point to focus on?
Because when you don't have a voice and you can't express yourself to say that you're hungry, you're hurt, you're cold, that really touched me. And being a teacher, combining the two, the children with the animals, really hit home. And through the animals in the community, I can teach the kids about love, care, and respect.
Oh, completely.
So you're combining the two, to just teach the kids about love, care, and respect.
There is so many layers to that journey and I always use animals as the litmus test to see where the emotional regulation in a community is. It's amazing. I get that. I think for me, the most powerful notion here is you've got gents sitting next to gents talking about stuff that we aren't normally comfortable. Can we talk about testicular cancer and why that was your focus?
Yes,
to raise awareness?
So like Benna mentioned, More Balls and Moses is actually the Mr. Global South Africa charity. So it's a non-profit organization that starts with men, of course, and they raise awareness and they run education programs and they provide free testing and screenings for men across the country. And they actually have a road show coming up, so keep an eye out on the socials for More Balls Than Most. They'll be hitting the provinces across the country to provide these tests for men. And like you said, it's still a topic that men don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we don't want to
And having
admit the
us
weakness,
together here is something so powerful. And I mean, men between the ages of 15 and 40 are the most affected, and that's where we are. So why not use this platform to advocate for that?
Completely. Yes, it's the strength in this space and the strategic network that you get plugged into when you take this very brave leap. It's amazing, but I also know it's a personal journey. So good luck and enjoy the spaces and enjoy the platform while you can. Guys look good in sashes. I need a sash in my life, man. I absolutely love what this represents, and we certainly wish Anton and all the amazing finalists the very best for that massive night on the 26th of July. Keep leading with purpose and inspiring others in small ways and in very big ways. I think that is the real win here. And if you want more information on Mr. Global South Africa and how to support these incredible gents and what they are doing on the ground level, please visit Mr. Global South Africa on Facebook. There are so many ways that you can aid what they are doing. And don't miss then, of course, the big one, the grand finale. It's going to be an evening of elegance, of celebration, prestige, and yes, a lot of sashes and gorgeous faces. Now, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Well
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll definitely keep our eyes on all of that coming your way very soon. Expresso fam, for now, though, a few minutes left. Let's see how much we can squeeze in before we say a big goodbye to you. We still have the guys behind us. Die Vyftigers are still in the building with one more song waiting for you. And then, of course, a last chance to win with Lotto. So we'll see you straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back one last time. We got some good news. If you play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 today, there is 53 million rand waiting in that jackpot for you this Wednesday. Come on. You could win millions, so please don't miss out. If you play Lotto, there is 8 million rand up for grabs.
Okay.
Lotto plus 1, 25 million rand up for grabs. And then
nice.
Lotto plus 2, 20 million rand added to the kitty today.
Just a little 20 million,
Come
nothing
on.
much. You can buy your tickets now in store. Head to the website, nationallottery.co.za. The mobile app, there is cell phone banking, or simply head to your keypad and dial *120 *7529 hash, and the USSD will be sent your way.
Someone was trying to use the magic bowl.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? Trying to get the numbers.
Grab them.
No, you can't. You're going to have to do it yourself. But you can find all the other details on how you can get your tickets on our socials, so go and do it. And win big. You play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 today. 53 million rand could be yours. Good
That's
luck.
delicious. Something else that's really great, besides the food that we made today, is this wonderful band that's going to send us off into this Wednesday. Die Vyftigers are still sticking around.
Hier is 'n kreet en 'n oproep aan u om die 50ers op die langpad te kom sien. 'n Liedjie van Gian Groen, Langpad Skoffel, take it away, Skalkie Bear.
Die langpad lê in blinkende asfaltaarde. Die langpad dit sy pyn, maar ook sy waarde. Hy kronkel tussen die berge en vat jou weg van alles wat jy so bemin. Ten minste weet ek, hy bring my terug na jou toe. En Joburg, Windhoek, Stellenbosch, goeie warms wat ek agterlos, terwyl die son so in die triespieël skyn. Oh, die langpad vat my terug na waar my blues verdwyn. Take it away. Ja, die langpad laat jou dans, gee jou vlerke. Die langpad dit sy pret, maar ook sy perke. Hy sit jou soms voor 'n kruispunt neer, laat jou loer in die loop van 'n huilgeweer. Flussies draai ek om en dan kom ek huis toe. Joburg, Windhoek, Stellenbosch, goeie warms wat ek agterlos, terwyl die son so in die triespieël skyn. Ja, die langpad vat my terug na waar my blues verdwyn. Skalkie Bear. Joburg, Windhoek, Stellenbosch, goeie warms wat ek agterlos, terwyl die son so in die triespieël skyn. Oh, die langpad vat my terug na waar my blues verdwyn. Joburg, Windhoek, Stellenbosch, goeie warms wat ek agterlos, terwyl die son so in die triespieël skyn. Oh, die langpad vat my terug na waar my blues verdwyn. Ja, die langpad vat my terug na waar my blues verdwyn. Oh, die langpad vat my terug na waar hy blues. Na waar hy blues verdwyn.
Scuffling all over the place. Look at them. Oh, we absolutely love them. Bonafide rock stars, a huge amount of musical talent, all wrapped up into one. Can they take a bow? Are the knees all right, guys? Can you stand up and take a bit of a bow? It's all right if you want to stay seated.
No.
Die
On command. There you go.
In studio, absolute legends.
What great individuals too, my goodness. 50 just looks good from this side of the world, and I'm like, I can't wait to hit that incredible milestone. Maybe I'll start a band.
Hey,
Maybe.
there is hope for us yet. And it looks like the maturity levels start to taper off as well. No, I'm so glad the element of storytelling and what these guys can bring to this musical space, it is not lost on us. So we understand, yes, while we're having a little bit of fun and it's a great big party all the time, these guys are making a mark within music that is absolutely necessary, and we love them for that. And we love you guys for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday. Well done for your pie.
I was about to say my pie. It's actually the Peter Piper pepper steak pie. I got it.
It's the M&M pie. No, I'm sorry, it's the M&M pie.
We made some chicken pot pie with mushrooms, pepper steak pie, not your regular 3 a.m.
No, there were like
pie.
nine different pastries in one pie.
At least 345 Rand for that one. And then the next one we made ended it all off with a beautiful apple and blueberry pie.
With all the spices.
With all the goodness.
Oh, and the nice thing is, as you can see, rustic, just like us. We love it. Thank you so much to all the amazing guests. The gents from Global, to Die Vyftigers. We absolutely love you guys.
Chef Clem as well.
What a superstar. And to you guys at home, we love you most of all. So much so, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Adios.
Bye.
Another feel-good production.